All right, so do we want to have a recap from the previous session?
We were clearing out the level, and Vash and Hypatia were doing a very effective job of clearing the traps with their faces.
Yeah.
I prefer to
And-
do it with other people's faces.
Yes,
Zombie.
when your minions weren't being destroyed for funsies.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it's your loss. I can only protect you with my minions when I have them.
So after that, rather uncoordinated at shambles of a clearing, I believe we only have one door left to go behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're checking the last branch.
Yep. So it's a really question of whether it's the state knives or the right on lawnmower.
Cool. Did you check your new major blessing, by the way, Henry?
I did.
And it's the black and white one? Is that the one?
Hang on. It's... Oh, God. Too many people appear and they end up on top of each other. I can't... There we go. No, it's the green one.
Oh, okay. You already had that one. Okay, cool.
The black and white one. Yeah, I already had the black and white one and the other
Cool. All good.
one.
Okay, so I will put you guys onto the map. Make sure I put you on the right map.
Is it working again? Hooray!
It is working
Hey.
again.
We can
Fantastic.
hear you.
So
Now to mute it so I can eat.
one thing I had to quickly do, you'll notice, you may not notice, Shiru and Latoad are in slightly different positions than they were previously. And that was because Shiru, Latoad, and Jaquan all occupied the same space. And I was looking at the map thinking, there's not enough tokens here. Where are they all? So I started having to shift them all around. Finally found them. So,
Yeah.
Latoad and Shura can definitely occupy the same space, though, right? Once we get a trench coat.
sure, you were both small.
Dude, swarm fighting.
So, I mean, you can reposition yourself as you want. As I mentioned at the end of last session, we were kind of mostly out of combat at the time. So you've got a bit of time to do some jiggery pokery and reposition yourself if you want. I'll just put my select tool on, make sure I've got it. That was a trap which we realised that Shiro had noticed. And
We should probably just check every junction for traps. We've got 2 people who can check for traps.
okay, at this point, you should notice as well, if you all click on your tokens, there are a couple new token actions that I have made available for everybody. You have
Dying, surprise,
Yes.
MVP.
Dying.
Is that my MVP macro, or did you write a new one?
I wrote a new one
Nah.
because it was easier to write one up. It took like a couple of minutes.
Oh yeah,
Rather than go find where you put it. But
it's in the macros page.
which is one page you wrote. I didn't know. Anyway, it took me like a couple of minutes, and then I went and checked. It's very similar.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair enough.
so at this point in time, everybody can use the surprise macro.
Oh, good.
You got to click on your token, obviously, to use it.
Just like that.
Latoad doesn't have them.
Oh, doesn't he have it? I didn't put it on him. Fair enough. So, in that case, let me just quickly add it for him.
He doesn't have any of those 3.
Man, my macros bar's getting full now.
Your macros are all really small, though.
Well, that's why they're called M1, M2.
How many helmets are you wearing, Kruger?
He's wearing a great helmet. That's why he
Not just meant he's wearing 2 helmets, that's why he's so easily surprised.
No, he's wearing a big helmet. He's wearing a great helmet, which is like covers every part of his head. So,
But he doesn't need to see stuff coming because it can't get to him anyway. He knows there's enemies around when they hit him in the head.
it's the same as Hypatia. Hypatia wears a great helmet as well. So she would also have +2 to the modifier.
Yeah. It's either we notice something or we wonder if it's hail or someone trying to hit us.
Yep. Well, so far only you two have failed, so that's on brand.
Mm-hmm.
We're not surprised about a 6s, honestly.
Oh, you give me one second.
What was
I
the-
like
There goes
that
all my
macro.
luck for this session.
Did that work? No attribute found for selected surprise.
I haven't put a surprise score on for him. Hang on a second. He's got to get a surprise value as well. What's that huff and puffing?
I'd assume.
I'm trying to do the other
Only
one.
saying
It's there.
special.
Right, so he has the dying one, so now it's well. Right, and add. Alright, there we go. He should now have the surprise macro.
And he is surprised.
Okay,
He is way at the back, it's fair.
cool. So let me then go to the GM layer, chuck this guy onto
Isn't he at the
total
front?
layer.
I guess it depends which way we're moving around.
No, we're going this way.
Okay, so Jaquan, Hypatia, and Latoad are surprised, but everyone else is good. Cool. Okay, who can see this chap? I don't know if anyone of you actually can see it.
This guy?
Yep, you can see it.
That one? Goblin Scout.
Okay, so in that case, he's just come around the corner with a loaded crossbow. You get to act, Sean.
Sean will shoot, said Goblin Scout.
Go for it.
Actually, well, do you want to have a look and see what I can see? Because,
I can see what you can. So you can basically see his shoulder at the moment. So you're gonna have
pretty big penalties.
-3 to the attack roll going through Hypatia. Here comes through Hypatia and the wall.
Yep, sounds reasonable. So let's go 70 feet. -3.
Harry don't have one. I will add to Harry as well.
Oh,
Oh, what a shot!
that's such an inspiring opening.
Excellent way to start there.
Well, I rolled the 6 on the surprise round, and then I rolled 2 1s. The snake eyes.
You're just living up to your weapon's name.
Yes,
So you take a point of damage then.
I already have, yeah.
Alright. Let's just add for Harry the Halberdier. He now has the dying. And he now has... I hadn't added the macros to every NPC. Added them to a lot, including most of the bad guys that you are likely to encounter. So they have them also. Not that they tend to need them, but Harry should now have access to those macros. Cool. Alright, so Sean has acted. This is an old index card I've got because it has, for some reason, had charisma on. Sean has acted. Right. Can Varsh see anything? Varsh cannot see him, so Varsh will not act this turn. Alright. Jaquan is surprised. Lenza cannot see him.
Nope, I can't see anything. Well, I
Alright.
can see, but like,
So he will then take a shot just around the corner at Hypatia. What's the range he has? 40 feet. Cool. Crossbow, short range is 50. That means that is point blank. And it's a miss. Alright, we'll start a new round then. And Varsh, you can act. We'll let Hypatia act first. How about that?
Right. Hang on. How's a hailing inside a dungeon? Oh, wait, I'm being shot at.
yeah,
5, 10,
Stop.
15, 20, 25.
Stop.
Excellent.
You'll want.
Yep.
It's a trap.
Oh,
Oh no.
God damn it.
Oh dear.
Make a dexterity check on D percentile, percent dice, please.
Man, the dice are just min-maxing tonight.
As you see the goblin flip you the finger and laugh.
Well, this is gonna be bad.
probably.
Yep.
You fall in. Crunch. Ah, my ankles.
Oh, my ankles.
Oh no.
Sean, you can now act.
Me?
Yep.
I thought I already had acted.
That was in the last turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, we're back again.
That
You
was
watched
quick.
Hypatia fall into a hole.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny. I will try shooting the goblin. Can I move one space to the right? No. And I come forward, and then I'll have a shot at him. It's going to be a -3 again.
-2. You don't have to fire at Hypatia anymore. She quite conveniently
He
got out of the way.
Conveniently get out of your way. Good guy, Hypatia.
That's better.
That is a hit. And it is a significant hit. He reels. He reels so far that he was on the wrong layer. Alright, and he dies. Actually, you know what? He's going to wheel back to there. Drops his crossbow. We'll stay in the combat round for the moment. Vash, do you wish to act? You heard a wee crunch. Then a thump.
Yeah, I'm at the back, so I can't really see much, but I think that was someone falling into a hole.
Yep,
So
you
I'm
can
happy back here.
Cool. You can remember, you can move through ally squares as long as they're not in combat with somebody.
Yeah, just can't end on them.
Shiro is up.
Is the heart blessed?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to add those. Anyway, irrelevant.
You didn't need it when you rolled a 1, and you didn't need it when you rolled the not 1.
Sure, it's going to move to here. I don't think I'll be able to help pull Hypatia out. So, yeah, that's what he's going to do. And then Latoad's going to move to over by the side of the trap, hiding up in this wall space.
Cool. Lenza will be up next.
How
You
deep,
can
how deep
help
is the pit?
on traps.
The pits have roughly been about 20-ish feet deep that you've
Yep.
seen.
Okay, cool. I'm going to head across the pit and chuck a rope down.
Cool. It is indeed about 20 feet, and there is a sprawled Hypatia at the bottom.
I'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry, Oz gets to throw me down a different hole.
Where? Okay.
Who was going to join Hypatia?
So it will be. This one doesn't have Zheng on it. I'll put Zheng on there. I don't know where my thing went. Anyway, Zheng, do you want to act?
Oh, sorry. I will also mention I'll hand the other end of the rope to Sean, who hopefully has a better strength score than I do.
Sure.
To check for traps, Zhang's not allowed to move, is he?
Yes, you can move to a square and start moving. It normally takes a full action to do so.
Oh,
To check a single square.
okay. Well, Zhang is gonna walk over to here. Oh, yet.
Cool. And where do you wish to have Jaquan go? Lenza.
Oh, he can just stay there for now. There's not much.
Cool.
Unless he really wants to hold the other end of the rope.
Yeah, just keep passing the rope back.
Yeah, it does.
Like we can have 3 people holding the rope. See, there's a chain of us.
Because
There's a lot of plate mail and flesh back to pull up.
Please pull all 3 of them down with you, Hypatia.
Okay.
Well,
at this point, you hear from somewhere over in this direction. Whoops.
What direction?
Let me just get that ping happening properly in this direction. You can hear noises. You can hear goblins yelling out.
Boo. I can see something down here.
You can.
Okay, cool. As long as I'm supposed to be able to see that.
If
Wood
you can see it, then it's good. All right. You turn. Sean, you're up.
I'm holding a rope so they can climb out or something, aren't I?
They have passed. I thought you had passed the rope back to the stronger characters, Shuru and Jaquan.
Oh, okay. No, I thought last turn someone gave me the rope.
They did, and then they said keep passing it back to Jaquan.
Oh, I'll keep passing it back then.
You can act. You don't need to do that. It's like
Okay.
someone can grab it from you. What are you doing?
Can I get around this hole?
It's going to be very awkward there. You'll have to make a dex check.
That sounds like a dangerous option.
There's not much room. If you were small and light, maybe like a goblin, you might have a better chance, but yeah.
Yeah, I might just move to here to guard there and let some of the more dexterous folk through.
Cool. Vash.
It's quite crowded, but I do want to keep an eye down this tunnel, so I'll get my javelin out and get ready to just, spike it at someone
Cool.
that appears there if they choose to step out.
Zheng?
Zhang is going to do a similar path and just whip out his sling.
Cool.
Right in front of everybody, really?
Absolutely. Leave it
Session
dangling.
69.
Session 69. There you go.
Yeah.
Someone had to say it. Well done.
Oh,
But you get
dear.
bonus XP. Vexxi.
Every time we say it.
If anyone
There you go, guys.
if anyone ever at any stage needs to roll percentile dice and roll 69, then they'll automatically succeed on whatever it was they were testing against. Sure, you're up.
Is it 69 XP?
Alright, well,
Of
sure.
course.
You can have.
I guess Kruger and I are helping Hypatia climb out of the hole.
In fact, I'm going to go to your character sheet, or to the XP tracker now, Vash. 69 bonus XP.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. It'll then be Lenza.
Exactly. Well, I can see exactly not much from here. So, as long as you said we're coming down from down here. Oh, right. Of course, my ping's black. Let's change that. Hold on.
Yes, from about here.
Yep,
Somewhere you
cool.
hear goblin voices.
Okay, I'm going to move, I think, to look down this path here. And I guess, yeah, just ready in action to shoot an arrow if something comes into my range of sight.
Jaquan, you're up.
I'm lucky there wasn't a trap
You
there.
are currently holding a rope with Shu. I'm assuming that you'll still be holding the rope, although who knows.
Help pull Hypatia out. Yep.
Cool. And then Hypatia. Hypatia, you can climb out. No need to roll. The
Excellent.
Sides of the the hole are pretty rough, and you have a rope that's being held by two fairly strapping lads, so you can get yourself out. Put yourself on either
Nice.
side. Doesn't matter. Put yourself wherever you want. Adjacent square.
Right. I'm feeling lucky.
Cool.
By lucky, I mean I'm going to find the rest of the traps. Or the enemy. One of the two.
It's checking.
The voices are still coming from down here. Why is that one? He's injured, that one, for some reason. Oh, I know why. He was one that was at the door and got pinned previously. Vash, you're up. So anyone that can see down here sees a little goblin head sneak around the wall. Have a quick look. Vash, you're up.
I think I will just stop looking down that tunnel and kind of hug this wall. What if I can? Yeah.
Cool.
Right there.
Cool. It'll then be Zheng.
Zhang will continue watching that corridor.
Cool. It will then be Shiru.
Alright, Hypatia's out of the hole.
You didn't take the 12 points of damage, Hypatia.
Oh, yep.
That's how you keep staying up all the time. Oh yeah,
She's
sure.
invulnerable.
I took that damage. Yeah, no, don't look at my token.
You should probably also look at the ammo tracking as well.
All right. So after Shiru, did you move Latoad? Is he cool?
He's coming from over
It
here.
will then be Lenza.
Okay, cool. So then doesn't look like anything happening here, so I'm going to walk back over here and recollect my rope.
Cool. It will then be Jaquan.
Why don't you just search for traps?
All
I
right.
can do that after I get my rope.
So it is pretty precarious when you're getting over there, Jaquan. The edge of that hole is pretty much buffered up against the wall. If you were going to try and move across, no, you can stand in that square. I'm just going to say if you're going to try and move across, it'll be a dex check or you'll go tumbling in.
Can I use Hypatia as a hefty plank or Lenza as a stepping stone?
You can, and there will be rolls required at that point in time, yes. And
Good.
you may fall in with someone either soft to land on or soft landing on you, or hard, depending upon who it is. Actually, Lenza's going to be hard to land on as well because she's all bony. Hypatia, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to basically probe these two squares in front of me with my long arming sword just to see if there's any obvious traps.
Alright, let me roll a dice. Cool. Okay, you don't seem to find any traps. You can move into them.
Alright. And would that be
Yep, because prodding it takes time,
fair enough?
especially with an arming sword, which isn't particularly long. Sean,
Yep.
you're up.
He can't really see that person there. All I can see is like the top of the health bar, so it's not really.
No.
Sean is going to move to there, and can he prod this square?
With what?
His bow.
Sure, let me roll a dice and see what happens.
I'm obviously not going to smash it on the ground, but I'll prod looking for.
That's alright. Yep, you prod. Doesn't seem to give way.
That would probably be my turn because I moved before I did it.
Okay, the goblin that was around here, you hear him yell out something over this way, and I will whisper it to you, Jaquan.
Unleash the dragons.
Oh no.
I think dragons will be really doing the bidding of goblins.
No.
somehow.
That'd be concerning.
Come on, we're Australians. They're just talking about bearded dragons.
Okay, and that's what you heard. Alright, Zheng, you're up first.
Well, I can no longer see down that tunnel, so I'm going to walk up.
Cool.
You can keep moving.
Shiro, you're up.
I am scared.
Alright.
All the traps.
Is there room enough to move around the tunnel on this the thing
Nope.
on this side?
Nope, the hole is pretty much buffered up against both walls. It will be a dex check regardless of which side you go.
Oh, even for sure? He's goblin sized.
He's not goblin agile, because goblins go on all fours pretty much, remember. You're also wearing heavier armor.
True. Alright. Yeah, sure. But I can go past if I do a dex check.
You notice as well, as you are now having a look, that the edge of the hole is kind of crumbly.
It's okay. Okay. Oh, I can't move.
What do you mean you can't move? No,
I don't know. It just wouldn't let me take another step.
Oh,
But
dex-
I'll make a dex check.
dex check equal to or under dex on d20.
Yeah. Three. Yep, and Shiro will dodge.
Does less help that?
I'm gonna have
No, bless does not help.
the toad's gonna hide.
Dogly.
He fails.
Okay. He's doing a pretty good job though. He got a little bit of twig up that he found somewhere, a bit of root, and he's holding it in front of his face, licking his eyeballs. So that was sure. It'll now be Lenza.
I guess I will look for traps because apparently we haven't. I thought we've already been through here before when we were wandering around the end of last
You
session.
had not. Where you stopped is where you stopped. That was
Yep,
the end
okay.
of. Yep.
I think we're all falling asleep on our feet.
It was getting
Where are you
pretty late.
gonna look for traps?
Right in front of
guess so.
this big hole.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go down this way and do it
Okay.
instead. So yeah, I'll move to where I was before, which is where Sean is, and then go from there.
Okay. It will then be Jaquan.
Dex check time.
Yep.
This will only go well.
Oh, Jaquan, what are you doing?
Nice.
He is
Okay.
dancing like a ballerina.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
I have full plate of agility.
Yeah. Nice.
And Harry steps up.
It will then be Hypatia.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just probe these two squares again.
Alright. Let me roll this. Cool. Alright. Yep. You don't find a trap.
Excellent. I'm going to move to there.
Cool. It will then be Sean's go.
He is going to move to here and check that square for traps.
Alright, let me roll a dice.
Well, for pit traps by poking it.
Let me roll the dice. There we go. You don't find one. It'll then be Vash.
I will attempt to cross the hole as well.
Okay. Dex check. D20 equal to or less than your dexterity score. That is not good.
That is
Oh.
not it.
Okay, you begin to tumble in. Zhang, you are right next to her.
Yes.
You can laugh as a
Kick
free
her
action.
across. Like Hunter. Kung Fu style. Ugh,
Okay.
Get over there.
Okay, Zhang, so you can attempt to try and stop her if you want. It will be a dex check to try and grab her, and then a strength check to try and hold her. If you fail the strength check, you may get pulled in with her, though.
Yeah, so Zhang is looking at Vash, and she's a chunky girl, you know. She's got armor on, big, strong arms. So Zhang is gonna
Suplex her?
just. That'd mean joining her, and he's no, that's not a soft surface to land on. So he's just gonna start bringing the rope out of his bag.
Ow! Ow, her abs! They hurt me.
Episode 69, and you take the opportunity for them both to go down.
Love that. It's like, oh, she's screwed.
Yeah, so Aaron was
So
right. You
he
both had the opportunity.
loses?
So,
Yeah, you-
Jaquan, you had the opportunity to do the same thing to try and
Yep.
grab Vex.
What check was it? Dex?
A dex check. However, you're going to have a harder time at it because of the outcropping of the rock around there. It was easier for Zhang, so it would be half your dex or less. What is your dex?
You have to say half. My dex is 10.
So you need to roll a 5 or less. Okay. Because you can
And I
see.
think you that it still worked if I was actually putting out my Rancer butt for her to grab onto while she was falling, rather than lunging for her myself.
it's kind of a combination of all that. You can see you've got this kind of big rocky outcrop around here.
Yeah.
That was the issue. All right, so you take 2d6 damage as you fall in.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Clunk. 5 damage.
Was that to both?
No, you didn't go in.
Oh, okay.
Only to
And
the
I just
Vash.
failed.
You failed to grab her.
And Zhang,
The falling in would have been if you failed the strength check, you had a chance of falling in.
and Zhang's at the top there, tying a noose.
I'm sorry, Vash.
For himself.
That's okay.
It was for the party.
But
I knew I shouldn't have tried.
But Aaron's totally right. You had opportunity for both of you to go down simultaneously. Session 69. It is disconcerting that you gave that opportunity up. All right.
Minus
hole, I didn't-
69 XP.
I didn't think the hole would be big enough for two.
It spans like 4 squares.
It's we're big. We're big people.
I'm big, you're small.
Hey, I've got a Guandao, alright? That's got long reach.
All right. This is just going off that. and it is picking up speed. It has gone beyond terminal velocity, and it is starting to.
It's really going down, you know.
I meant, I meant to say something on my turn. Sorry, I meant to say. By the way, they're running away from us.
So, Shiro is going to be up first.
Okay. Sure is going to.
Find trap spell would be really handy right now.
I know, right? Wouldn't it be handy?
Mm.
Move to here, and he's going to prod this ground, I guess.
All
I don't
right.
have anything I can prod ground with. Wait a second, that might be impossible.
I prodded that and the one square one, so I haven't prodded that square.
I don't have anything that I can prod the ground with.
Cool.
Yep. So I don't know. He just moves to there.
Okay. It'll then be Lenza.
Latoad will try to hide again.
What is Lenza doing? Did we lose Oz?
Are you muted, Oz? Nope.
We'll come back to Oz. Jaquan.
He laughed so hard, he hit his head on his desk and is now lying unconscious. Was it that square you said you hadn't checked yet?
Yeah, I believe.
Hypatia?
I haven't checked it.
Oh, sorry. I have checked that one. I haven't checked this one to the left of me.
Okay. I will move to there then.
Okay. It'll then be Hypatia.
Right. Screw it. I'm going to try stepping there.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping here.
Yep.
Stepping here.
Yep.
And since I'm going to step on that guy's corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to step to here.
Okay. It will then be Sean.
Oh, Sean will step into that square. I don't think this goes anywhere, you know. And check that square for traps.
All right. Let me see how well you put. Oh God. Let me see how well you prod. Okay. You start prodding the ground there, and the ground seems to be a bit loose. It's hard to tell exactly because you're not putting a lot of weight on your bow, but the tip of the bow does seem to sink in further than what you would otherwise hope or expect. Vash.
I'm gonna continue to lie in the hole because there's nothing I can do. Just think about my life decisions.
and how you might enjoy fillet of monk.
Yeah. Later.
Oh, less hair to remove.
Speaking of fillet of monk, Zhang, you are up. You are
Okay,
up,
so
and Vash is down.
yes, well, I have the rope in my hand, but I would like to cross to this side of the hole first
Make a dex
before I
check.
try pulling her up.
D20 equal to or under your dexterity. You're good.
All
That
right.
would have been so funny if you failed.
So I now pass the rope down to Vash.
You can hold on to one end of it.
Yes.
Well, I had to ask because you never know.
I will hold on this side.
Is Oz back? Oz is not back. All right, so Oz can.
He's ruling his country.
I mean, he
Of
could just move forward and
Uzbekistan.
make sure that this is actually a trap.
Yes, I vote he does that.
Here, Sean's like, this looks sus.
Okay.
Yep.
Oops. I'll just try and drag the map around on my other screen. All right. Bad guys have acted. It will then be Lenza. Is Lenza back? Nope. All right. It will then be Jaquan.
Jaquan
You
feels
still,
sad.
you can
about
still
Lenza.
hear goblin voices from over in this direction. They're whispering a bit now, though. Stop.
That's where I was able to move to anyway.
That's all right.
That's what I get for not paying attention to Owl's route.
No, you didn't hit a trap. An axe comes flying out of the darkness from down this direction.
Oh, okay.
And clatters against the wall. It's a wild throw. Misses by like you almost didn't even notice it. You can keep moving.
No, I can't.
Okay.
He's done. He's done.
Yep.
Hypatia. Yeah, so the axe was from this direction somewhere.
Okay.
Actually, you can see it from this direction somewhere. And it hit the wall probably up about here.
Right then. So 5, 10,
Stop.
and
That's the trap.
yep.
This is a bad one. And it's going to kill the goblin as well, probably.
That's interesting.
Alright, let me go to the GM overlay. Let me chuck that on.
Is this the
Map layer.
goblin poop trap you were telling me about?
Map layer. Map layer. Alright. Can you see little token 1 and 2? To the
I can
north,
see the one.
it says a token 1 there. There's a token 2 there.
Am I allowed to tell those who can't see it what the token is of?
Oh, that's bad.
Can I say what the token's of?
Yeah, there's a spoon. Alright, so token 2. Yeah, you can tell them what is it token of.
I can only see token 1, but it's a grenade token.
Okay, so token 2 down here didn't light. It lit, but it doesn't explode. Token
Considering
1,
it says in the trap text that it's a bomb.
Token 1 exploded. 8 damage in a 10-foot radius. Alright, let me see whether or not that's that goblin. Even if he makes the save, 8 damage. If he makes the save, he is dead. Goblin died off screen. Alright, you can get to make a save versus breath attack for half damage.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
The rest of you hear a bang and a bit of flash of fire and smoke, and that will also get.
Oh, fuck you.
It was so
Fucking the
close
3D
to
dust
9.
makes it even worse.
It does, doesn't it? You're like, oh, it's nearly a
Turn that
19.
off.
That will also
I don't want
get.
to see how badly I fail by.
That will also get you, Japan. So save, please.
Just checking. That's what I get for following so close to Hypatia.
So Hypatia takes another 8 damage.
Breath
Yep, breath attack.
and Bless does nothing, sadly.
That is a
Yeah.
fail. So you take damage as well. You
8.
do get to apply damage reduction, but it's -1 damage reduction. So you both have 2, so you both effectively take 7 damage. Alright, Sean, there was a god-awful bang.
Oh, not much I can do about it. I'm going to check this square.
Worst medic ever.
Which square are you checking?
The one I just drew a line in.
Oh, the blue one, sorry. Cool. Yep.
That one there.
Your prodding reveals that there is no trap there.
Then I will move there.
Is Oz back yet? Nope.
And that will probably be my turn.
How are you marking blue on these squares?
Just as the draw shape thing. Do you want me to get rid of
He
them?
means
In the game, how
Oh.
is Sean leaving marks on these rocky
He's-
surfaces?
How rocky is it?
Pretty rocky. It's not going. You
Okay.
can't draw foreseeably a shape in there with the tip of your bow without ruining your bow.
Okay then. I will delete them just for you.
If you had something to mark, then yes,
I don't have anything I can mark them with. I'm flat out carrying what I have.
that's cool. Vash is up next.
Oh, I see a salvation.
There is a rope. You are able to climb out without drama. You can put yourself at any square adjacent.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, Zhang.
Oh, I'm glad I could help.
Zhang, you're up now.
Zhang is now going to switch to his Guantao.
Cool. And are you going to move? You can move a little bit if you want.
A little bit. Ooh, beautiful. I will move
And for
these
you,
squares.
moving a little bit is moving a lot.
Yes. I'm out of there. Alright, that should be enough.
Shiro is up next.
That looks pretty bad down there, guys. Shiro is going to. Did Vash just get up?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. Shiro will cast a spell.
Cool. What spell are you casting?
Cure.
Cool.
Cure.
I'm going to make a save for that goblin anyway to see how well he was. If he was going to be, close to survival.
Sorry about that. I'm
Back
back.
here.
That's right.
And that's it. For me.
So you missed something really funny happening.
Oh,
Oh, he would have failed as well. Okay. So you missed one turn, and you were first in this turn, so I'll just let you go now. Henry did say, or Sean did say, that there was a trap down here, but there was a bigger trap down around here. You heard a booming sound followed by a flash of fire and smoke, and an acrid smell filled the air. And Hypatia and Jaquan both went owie.
and I didn't even throw the bomb this time.
But anyways,
no, this was 100% Hypatia.
Cool. Well, I was gonna. Well, my plan was to check for traps in here, but obviously, I think you said you found one already. Yeah.
he says he's
Yeah,
found one there. So,
Say that.
so when you're checking for traps in a combat situation, it's one square at a time.
One square at a time. Yeah. No. Obviously. Cool. In that case, I'll just forward that for now then, because I don't need to go through there. And yeah, all the stuff's happening down here, so I guess I will hang back behind the pit and just have a look and see what I can see.
Cool.
That'll
Jaquan.
be my turn.
Yeah, so that turn would have been at the beginning of that turn. All right,
Yep.
so Jaquan,
Good.
you are up and smoking.
Hypatia, are you alive over there?
If on my turn, I'll be undertaking a string of curses.
Oh, by
so
the way,
yes,
who did who you healed
Vash.
Vash for 3 hit points?
Yep.
Cool.
I'll call back out to the others. We're still alive but messed up. If anybody has some healing, that'd be great. also someone to come and check for traps, because I don't like how Hypatia's doing it. And then I'm just going to wait.
Hypatia, you are up.
Hypatia has a mouthful.
By the way, remember
I'll
you have a light source. Remember, how about you do this?
Oh fuck, that's what I was doing. Oh fuck this! I'm holding position. I dodge.
Cool.
Mhm.
Sean is up.
He's going to check that square.
Okay, let me check how well you do it. You don't believe there's a trap there?
Let's find out. There's everyone there. I'm going to take an arrow out of my quiver
Mm-hmm.
and drop it in that square there.
Alright, there is an arrow on the ground there.
Don't
Cool.
step on the arrow.
Vash, you are up.
I'm going to ask the crew up here, Lenza, Toad, and Harry, if they want to cross the hole. I might be able to help them with Zheng's rope if he lets me borrow it.
Zhang passes the rope over.
Cool. So, what are you going to do other than that, Zheng? Because you can just quickly hoik the rope, it's not a problem.
Well then, I will walk forward and check this square for traps.
Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to increase your visibility a bit, Hypatia. There, I'll give you 240 degrees instead of 180. Alright, which square are you checking for traps?
Right here.
Okay, what's your chance of checking for traps?
Let me double check. Where is it? Character sheet.
What a middle area.
Yeah. Oh, find
Bottom.
traps 38.
Cool, you do not believe you've found a trap.
Okay. I will
Yeah,
let.
you can talk, but you can't do anything else this round.
Alright.
Checking the traps takes time.
I'll let Kruber know that there is no trap past the goblin, the dead goblin.
Alright, Shiro is up.
Thank you.
2, 3, and Shiro will cast a spell.
Cool. And then Lenza.
Let's. So who am I left with here? Just Harry and the Toad?
Yes. The 18.
Yep, cool. Okay, I'm going to move back here and form a rear guard essentially, and just see if I can see what's behind me. Make sure we're not getting flanked while everybody else is in this hole.
Cool.
It's nice to see the three NPCs hanging together.
Right. This goblin warrior is going to come out here, Hypatia, and he's going to fling a dart in your direction. 40 feet. That is going to be... Oh, what the hell happened with his... he's not making an attack roll. Alright, let me roll his attack normally. His macro is broken.
The barb throwing spike.
Yeah, it just said.
Oh yeah, it
is
did.
that
Came up
good?
like... Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah. No, it didn't. It didn't roll a d20.
It didn't roll. It just said it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So I need to go work out why it's not working. Yes, it didn't roll a d20.
Selected seems to have a typo in the thing.
No, so it is. Why has it got select tread? Yeah. It was working last time. I must have gone in and been messing around with these macro. You missed anyway. I will go and fix that now. Meanwhile, Hypatia, you're up.
God, people
No,
so shitty me.
Oh, no, never mind.
Oh, your
Did it
spell
turn
goes
it?
off. Yeah, your spell goes off.
Okay. Then I will heal Hypatia for... Who?
This is not
Oh.
actually making an attack. This is just checking the macro.
Two better than
rolls.
nothing.
It does. You are
Well-
Hypatia.
Right, gonna probe the ground in front of me and see if I can head plant another trap.
Alright, let's see if you find something. You believe the ground there is solid. It's a bit charred, but solid.
Sure, one to forward.
Cool.
Also mentioned, this is really slow. Someone better at this?
Sean is up.
Sean is a long way from everywhere. He's going to check this square. And if there's nothing there, he will move into it.
You believe there is nothing there.
Whee! Hey Vash, where's everyone going?
Vash is
just
up.
ahead in the tunnel. Oh, they're just down that tunnel, and I'll point in this direction to Sean. I do want to ask Latoad and Harry, do they want to cross over? Otherwise, I'm moving on.
We're good. There's a way around the other side where you won't get hurt. There's only one square that has a trap in it. Potentially. And there's an arrow on it.
I think they said no. What are you doing, Vash?
I will just move on and join the rest of the crew. Let's see where I want to move though.
I need to check someone's visibility.
good.
Oh yeah, I can see something from Sean. Sean can see something.
Yep.
Ooh. That is interesting.
And Jiquan probably saw it when he came across as well. So did all of them, actually, probably.
I can see a little bit of something.
Can you? Ah, no, you're talking about something different. Alright, Zhang.
Zhang turns to Vash and asks if he can get his rope back.
Sure, I will pass it back to him.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Are you doing anything else, Zhang? Because that took like a second or two.
I will go forward to here, and I will check this square for traps.
Okay. Let's see how you went. You're doing it a bit on the rush. Bet you think. Yeah, you think there is absolutely no trap there. You're pretty certain, in fact, you would stick Vash's life on it. Shiro is up.
Alright, sure is going to move to here.
Do you know there was unexploded munition here you could have grabbed?
Sure is going to
Oh.
move to here.
It was badly damaged, probably destroyed in the explosion, which was significant.
And he's just gonna look at this square and see if it looks sus. Like, is there a tripwire across here somewhere? He's just looking.
All right, let's
He's just like, yep, have a look,
have a look, see what we can find out.
observe.
Ah,
Tripwire seems dangerous.
you don't think there's a tripwire there.
All right, good.
Lenza, it's your turn to act.
Oh, what dude's gonna?
Okay. Let's. Oh, you moved. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Is this a pillar or something here, or
No,
what's this?
That
Trap.
is a pit trap full of spikes.
Right, that has been triggered.
Mm-hmm. If I do
Cool,
this,
so I can-
you'll see a big, long, elongated one because I squished it up a bit.
Yep, cool. So, but I can move past that pretty easily.
You can.
Yeah, okay. So then I'm just gonna move down here. Yeah, that sounds
Stop.
like a good.
No, I moved the map. Control Z.
Oh, the ground shakes beneath us.
Oh,
Because this goes on to the map layer.
Ah,
This goes on to the map layer.
Cox.
wingy thing.
Am I missing all the fun?
Crunch.
Speaking.
Holy crap.
You just get thunked by a big swinging log that sweeps down from the ceiling with a couple of big thorny spikes on it. Crunch into your abdomen. Ugh, knocks the wind out of you. 8 damage. Significant.
I must be very confused to where I've been before, but that's okay.
Yeah, you guys had not come down this
Been
direction.
down here.
Okay.
You had been up to the north and off to the east and off
So this
to
is
the
a-
west.
so
Up to the
this-
north,
this-
off to the
yeah.
west. Oh, that's right.
Okay, so this entire bit is that we haven't explored yet.
You have not explored it. You opened the door, had a
Okay,
look in
cool.
it, and that was where we left it.
Awesome, cool. Okay, good to know.
All right, Jaquan.
Harry's going to step up here and move past to there and say, Lenza, you okay? You look a bit ouchy.
I'm fine. Cough, cough.
Sean is up.
And Kruber.
Sorry, Jaquan didn't actually. Yes.
Which actually it doesn't matter which goblin I have to move where the light sources are going.
Okay, and then it will be Sean.
Um,
Oh, hang on a second.
Sean's-
Sorry, wait. I didn't actually do the bad guys. I just skipped them completely. Right. So
Oh.
yes, this guy here is going to go jump down that hole, and he will disappear. This guy comes around the corner and goes, nah, and stabs at Shiro. And misses by a monster of a mile. He stabs into the wall. He looks a bit scared. Looks a bit freaked out. Alright, now Sean can act.
Sean's going to move to... And where is it? 5, 10, 15, 20. Alrighty. And that's pretty much all he can do.
Cool. It will then be Varsh's turn.
Well, hey Sean, I take out my javelin and ready an attack down here if I see anything.
Cool. It will then be Zhang's turn.
Zhang will. Actually, it's just gonna check with Shiro. Has this square been checked for traps?
You just checked that square? Oh no, you
I
checked
think I
the
checked the
one.
one you're standing on.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right.
I checked this one.
You check that one.
Oh,
All right.
what?
I'm gonna risk it and give and swing against that fella.
Sure. So you do not die horribly. Make your attack.
Oh, lovely. That is nice.
You do not die horribly. The goblin, however, does.
Justice. All right. That will end my turn.
It will then be Shiro's turn.
All right. It's just going to. Okay, I don't like all this like loose. Is this all like loose rock?
It is. It looks like the ceilings and walls have crumbled down. The ceiling above here does appear to be a little bit higher than where it has been previously. It does appear that the roof could collapse even further, I guess, but if you gave it a good, strong cast of your eye, you might be able to ascertain that with more discretion. But yeah, it is kind of all
Is this
jumbled
a
up.
hole over here?
Is that what, sorry?
Is this a hole over here?
It looks to be a small hole, yes.
So does he need a sling to cast his eyes, or can he just do it by hand?
Okay, I suppose you could just roll them.
All right, Latoad's going to move over to that. Oh wait, Lenza. And so yeah, we should probably take it slow. Aha.
Speaking of Lenza, she's up.
Am I?
You are.
I'm probably on the ground, actually. Considering how that last turn went. Okay, so I will get up and be much more careful as I go down here now. So was it which was it in that gap essentially was a trap or where it swung through or
So
was that
the tripwire was where it came down and it swung. Basically, you would
Yep.
have probably been hit just as you crossed into this square.
yeah.
I've posted a GIF of what I believe happened to Lenza.
I will take it a little bit more carefully and check the traps as I move forward from down this corridor.
That's a great movie.
And
Yeah,
now all the
so good.
goblins look like Kevin McAllister.
Oh,
So yes, I'll take one step forward and then double check before I go around the corner.
Are you checking for traps using your skill?
Yes.
What is your
Yes,
skill?
that's a good question. I think it's low. Well, not low, but yeah,
High?
40.
What was it? Sorry.
40.
Cool. You are sure that there is no trap in the square that you are standing in, nor that square there.
Cool.
All right, Jaquan, you are up now, sir.
Okay. Harry steps there and says, I'll keep your back safe. And Kruber steps to here. And was that square in front of me clear? Have we checked that?
Don't know. You weren't paying attention, so who knows?
um,
But you think people might have
I
gone
haven't
through
checked
that.
it.
Cool. Hypatia is up.
Well, so I guess I saw Zhang go over here and cut some gobos, so that's a good start. So I shall move to here. And I guess I'll check this area for go prod that, see if we can see if anything explodes my face.
Okay, let's roll the dice and see how well you're pretty certain that that square is not a danger to you. All right, bad guys. Da-na-na-na. How many are left? All right, they have moved.
I assume most of them have escaped by now.
That might be what's happening.
Maybe.
Vash is up.
I see that the party down there hasn't really moved that far, so I will keep an eye down this tunnel still with javelin in hand.
All right, Zheng will be up after you.
I suppose I will. Zhang will. Actually, first, check traps. Right there.
Okay, you are certain that it is safe.
Boop.
All right. It will now be Shiro.
Shiro says, look, there's no enemies around, guys. I don't think we need to rush this. Let's just let the trap finders work. Shiro's going to get out his sling and, yeah. That's what he's going to do this turn.
All right. Let me just quickly. Just bear with me. I'm just making some stuff around. Cool. And all right. Okay. After Shiro's Lenza. So you heard Shiro's exclamation. He would have said it reasonably loud. It echoes throughout these
Cool.
tunnels.
I will keep doing what I'm somewhat reasonable at.
Checking for traps.
Yes. As I'm moving to the spot which I've checked.
Okay.
That's. Can I see that, or is that?
Can you see it?
Yes.
Then you can see it.
Is there a light coming off somewhere else?
Okay, that is an obelisk that is glowing.
Ah.
It has runes on it, and the runes are etched in yellow, glowy light. And it seems to be mixing with a blue light from somewhere else, creating a
Cool.
green, unholy, unhealthy luminescence. You can also see what appears to be bones littering the
Yes.
floor. Alright, you were checking for traps though.
Yes.
Let me check for you. Okay. You're pretty certain that this square here is pretty safe.
Cool. I'll move forward onto it then.
Jaquan, you are up.
Harry moves down here.
Mhm.
Hey, Lancer, there's something glowing up there.
Yes, there is.
Jaquan, you might want to come and check this out. Guys, I think we might want to go and check that out. And
Are there
Jaquan will move back
runes?
up that way.
Cool. After Jaquan, it will be Hypatia.
Hypatia did check this square before, but screw that. She's going to stay put. And put a sword away, take out pistol, and turn.
Haha, now things are getting serious. Sean,
Time for some deafening.
you've probably still got a bit of tinnitus in your ears.
Oh, some more in a second.
Sean is going to move to there.
Mhm.
And poke that square.
Cool. You poke. It seems good.
Alrighty. I will step in on the next round when I return again. Unless I can do it in this one.
How confident are you in your good? I'll let you move into it if you want. Vash is up.
I will follow Sean's lead.
Okay.
Can I poke 2 squares away?
But it's less likely because you've got to put. If you're going to try and trigger something or determine if there's something that you need weight on it, and the further you are away from it or the shorter your weapon, the less chance you have of imparting enough weight to get the necessary results.
Okay.
You're more likely,
I
you're more likely with your javelin or your bardiche to be able to identify something in a square directly in front of you. If you're doing it from a distance, whilst you might be able to hit someone with a horizontal or kind of overhead swing, it's a bit harder to prod the ground successfully in that square. So you kind of scraping at the surface. That's why you
fair
need.
enough.
That's why you need 10 feet poles.
On the plus side, you can probably hit a tripwire, which would drop a big trap on me.
Yeah. No, I choose to poke this square instead and hope it doesn't explode.
Cool. All right, it doesn't. Which way did you poke?
This one.
Yeah, cool. I need to roll for it actually because I thought you would. I didn't even look at the screen. I just said no, it doesn't. Oh no, it doesn't. There you go. You can be confident in my rephrasing, can't you? Zheng, you're up.
So Zhang heard the cries of glowing and magical, and that sounds like there might be some knowledge, something to learn. So he's gonna run all the way back up. What's that?
Like
And he wonders if he's gone to the wrong spot.
Chariots of Fire is playing. Alright, sure.
Point me to the magical pillar, good sirs and madam.
Sure is going to ready in action to attack any goblin he sees.
Cool. Lenza will be next.
Okie dokie, let's check some more traps. It's working so well so far. Now I actually check for them.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess in front of me again.
Alright. What was your skill again?
40.
Alright. The ground there is a little bit loose. You believe there may be a trap in that square, but you're not entirely certain. You're
Alrighty.
questioning it. It's something's a bit off about that square. But
It's
not sure.
it's fine. I can double check. Harry behind me, he's got a long weapon. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Cool. I'll ask him to poke that bit ahead of me just to double check there isn't anything there.
Okay, so as I mentioned to Vash, he's more likely to be able to do it if he is in your square with you.
So,
You can swap squares with him if you want.
I will do that.
Ijuquan is up next.
Harry will move on to Lentz's square first, and we'll poke that square.
Pokey poke.
You want to roll?
I am rolling. I'm doing lots of DM
Ah.
rolls. If you check the video, you'll see there's heaps of them. Alright, no, you believe that is pretty solid, actually. Harry's pretty confident. Lenza, you don't know what you're talking about.
It seems fine to me, Lenza. I think somebody was probably just planting some mushrooms. And Jaquan steps up to there and waits.
Alright. It'll then be Hypatia.
Okay, I'm gonna ready attack. I'm gonna shoot anything which comes out of probably that hole.
Okay, it'll then be Sean.
Sean will check that square there.
Alright, you think that square is okay. But it's not.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh,
Aw.
And what am I doing?
couldn't wait for Zhang.
You need to
good
make
thing I ran over.
percentile
I mean,
dice.
I found it abbreviated.
You need to make percentile dice check on your dex. Are you encumbered?
Of
Yes.
course I'm
Then
encumbered.
your dexterity counts as half.
Oh,
So
But there's a gift to make you feel better.
come on, Snake Eyes. 12. You know what? If I wasn't encumbered, I would have made that.
you would have. So you tumble down into the pit, taking 5 damage. And Palpatine says, "Ironic."
He could have healed others, but he cannot heal himself.
This hole doesn't seem to be out to the wall as much as the other one was. It will be more likely that you can circumnavigate this hole. Speaking of which, bad guys. Done. All right, Vash, you're up.
That was quick.
Well, Zheng, can you pass me the rope? But
Yep, here it
Pull it
comes
up.
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
tie
yeah.
it around my waist as well. Make it easier
Oh
for me to
my.
pull him up.
Mm,
Can you go to the other side of the hole first, so I don't have to try and climb around the hole?
As I've been letting people do, if you've been paying attention, when they climb back up, they can go on either side of the hole, because once you get up to the top, you can just grab it and pull yourself out. So
Fair enough.
It's okay. So after, it's not Vash's turn though. So anyway, Zheng is active by giving the rope. Zheng can still do other stuff.
I'll just hold on to the rope and help with holding it, I guess.
Shiro is up.
Okay. Shira's going to continue what he's doing.
Oakley.
So he's just going to watch these guys doing whatever they think they're doing.
Okay, Lenza.
I'll say to Harry, "You're terrible at this." And then
What? The square I checked was fine.
I assume that scare was part of the trap, yeah.
Yes, it was. You weren't sure. You actually failed your roll, but because I was giving a bonus, because it wasn't a particularly well hidden trap, you noticed
I
something
thought
off.
something. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, so I'll walk around the edge then, if that's not
Yes,
too difficult.
you can walk around the edge without any problems.
And then I guess I'll keep checking as I go towards the
Okay,
obelisk.
So which square are you checking in?
This one.
Okay, because if I go to the GM layer and I grab this and I say put it on the map layer,
Oh, God.
God damn it! Really?
map layer.
Almost total body kill. Almost total body kill.
Could be.
As Harry dies, he shouts at Lenza, "Yes, I'm bad at my job."
Oh, ow!
Well, at least
Yes.
one failed.
One of the bombs fails, the one that you were right next to. The other one goes off though.
Wow, Lenza is so good at having failures with munitions. She puts out this kind of feel.
So, and the second one, the first one is the one that actually the second one doesn't go. The first one does, and it will be.
Ooh.
If I go to the map layer, I'm just going
Sean
to grab
get
that.
some kind of cover for having fallen in the trap.
I was gonna say I'm down a hole.
Yeah, Sean is completely like he'll just
Okay.
see go complete. He's 20 feet below it, over the top of it. Alright, so
Man, this is Sean's like backhanded luck working out for him.
alright, so Sean is immune. I'm snapping to center. No snapping. Sean is immune. Harry is going to get hit. Vash will get hit. Zhang is going to be out of it. So those three people can make a saving throw versus breath attack, please.
Okay. Is it just any modifier or?
Nope.
Just a saving throw.
So you fail and you take the 10 damage.
Uh-oh.
Vash will succeed and only take 5 damage.
Can I discard cards to reduce the damage people take?
You are 20 feet below them, so no.
No.
Unless you wanted to do major blessings.
Major
but
blessings.
people
Oh.
up can do major blessings or minor
Yes,
blessings.
Harry failed.
Did you make a
15,
save
not
for
bad.
it? That's-
I made a roll. He doesn't have a save.
So his saving throw is 15 plus.
So he made it.
Yeah.
Woo!
So if you click on him, he should.
Morale stats, arming sword, halberd, surprise, dying.
But he's making save because his save
Yep.
was 15. So you rolled 20 and got it. No attribute was found for unselected icon. You are out of work. Why is that coming up? It doesn't matter. I'll work that out later. It was working last time. Alright, so Vash and Harry will take 5 damage, and Lenza will take the 10.
Yep.
Boom.
Ow!
We might have to rest soon.
I feel like Lenza probably shouldn't be face checking much more stuff.
Jaquan is up.
In fact, I think a 2-hour rest would really, really be good right now.
What? Why 2 hour?
Ow.
Because he has magic.
Because my magic cloak, which is weighing me down, needs to be used. The reason I'm encumbered is all these magic items I have.
Share them around and you'll be
Weird flex, but okay. Harry's gonna go ow and move slightly back to be slightly more protected from the next explosive. Jaquan says, "I'm good here. Maybe we should rest."
Yeah, this place is much more trapped than the rest of the cave.
That means it's got better loot.
Yeah, apparently, but also.
So hang on, does that mean one of those bombs didn't catch fire? Didn't
Yes.
ignite?
Yeah.
Does that mean we can get a bomb?
No, because it was in the explosion. It
Yeah,
is
that's what-
ruined.
You're a bit late to that. I checked that
Oh.
last time.
Yes.
Oh,
It didn't go off, but it got destroyed.
Oh, that's annoying.
If they both are duds, or if they both don't ignite, then you can get them. If they're both duds, you can get them. But Anyway, Hypatia.
I love that you're more beaten up by the fact that you could have got a grenade than Lens is just about dead.
Okay. If we're gonna if we, I hear explosions and that's probably bad. And
well, yes.
no one's checking this area for traps. That's fantastic. That's just fantastic.
Technically, Lenza was checking for traps. She just stepped into the square that
Yeah,
triggered a
but-
trap.
Look,
But
I
I presume-
assumed that that a square that already had a trap in it wouldn't have a second trap in it, but I was mistaken.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, I hear explosions up here, but no one's been. Has anyone been
Hey,
checking the
Oz.
traps down here?
Technically, when
Because I really want to fill this hole in, or at least pile some debris on it.
cool.
Which hole?
The one way down here.
There's
That
been,
one.
you found heaps of those
Yep.
throughout the.
Yeah. There's no point trying to fill them all.
Why?
The
Oh, we're filling
goblins will be
holes.
able to
Session
move them.
69. What are you doing?
So, what are you doing, Hypatia? Are you just
I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna just keep ready in action to shoot anything because I'm not feeling like stepping any more traps.
Sean? There's a rope. I believe Vash is going to hold the rope for you. Are you going to do that, Vash?
Yes,
Cool.
even though I caught a blast in the face, I think I should finish what I was going to do.
Cool. The reason I ask is because you were going technically after Sean, so that's cool. So Sean, you can clamber out. Put yourself in an adjacent square, wherever you
Well, I'm
want.
going to go over here this time.
Cool.
So, are we going to rest up?
I
For a
mean,
couple hours?
I am, yes.
Okay.
When we're falling back out, I'm going to be carrying the incredibly wounded Lenser.
Are we going to rest down here, or are we going to go right up to the top?
Do you want to be attacked?
Well, I only need to rest for 2 hours. And
I
you
was
guys
not doing
can...
anyone else any good.
You think it's probably about mid-afternoon. You've been down here for some time.
When I get all my spells back, I'll have some healing.
Well, if put it this way, if we're actually going to go down, if we actually feel lucky enough to go down that trapdoor, I need to get supplies anyway. So I'm basically carrying not much of anything.
Can you learn animate dead so that we have some zombies to trigger the traps instead of us?
I'm already having a crisis of faith at the moment with my amulet. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Wrong one. That's the gift that I was looking for.
Oh, I keep forgetting to look at these gifts.
Rael will likely appreciate.
I still have no.
But will you always love her? Demon?
Yep.
Okay. You can do what you want at the moment. Do you want to keep progressing? Do you want to move back out? Do you want to camp here? The choice is yours. I will pause the turn by turn at the moment. You aren't in any immediate danger. If you don't move further afield, you have less risk of traps. You know where you've been. What is your plan?
I think we have to rest somewhere. Probably in that big center room. Like, as much as there's disconcerting the all the glowy runes are, like, it's really defensible.
With 4 entrances.
But
You're
they're all
better
probably, but they can all be closed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
At least temporarily. And
the
I can't actually rest down here.
That room didn't see like it that room didn't seem like it had any like goblin holes in it.
You don't recall
Yeah,
seeing any.
I don't have anything to actually rest on in the dungeon. Almost up to rest on is upstairs, is back of the cart.
Oh,
Unless you want to sleep on the corpses of the slain.
Yeah, nah.
well, Lenza carries everything with her, so sucks to be you.
Sure, Ms. I'm encumbered.
it's
I think I've worked out my encumbrance problem too. I'm just going to raise a zombie, give it a backpack.
This
That's a good idea.
This is why you have people like Aaron and Kukulane. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Aaron left with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a miscommunication, misunderstanding.
No, that's that. Oh, freaking Aaron!
Zombie has 0 XP cost. It's just cost my soul.
You don't lose XP for having a retainer.
Anyway,
What? Okay.
yes.
So your plan. You guys make the decision, not me. You have a bit of a difference in opinion here at the moment, so determine what you want to do. Stay, move, go up, go down. Stay in here.
If we rest for 2 hours, I can get all my spells back, which will give me 5 healing spells and I'll also learn find traps, which
Okay.
should make navigating this area a lot more safer.
Sure, I can deal with that. For 2 hours, we can probably that room is sufficiently securable. Just no one step on that plate thing.
Which
Seems-
one? This one?
No, he's talking about the big brass.
Oh, the
Yeah,
deal.
that's creepy.
Mm.
Do you guys want me to move you all back into there then?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're happy for that. If we don't have to fight our way back.
You do not.
Oh wow, we didn't even make it any distance.
Made it a
Oh, we
little
got
bit.
hammered. So we're going to close all the doors
Sorry,
It's not on
sorry,
the
Shiro.
seal.
and pile all the corpses up in the doorways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as
How we-
well.
I
Sounds
shall
like a good
cast
plan.
can everyone come over and I'll cast Create Water and fill everyone's water skins up?
Sure, that sounds like an
Since-
excellent idea.
So you guys were closing the doors?
Mhm.
Yep.
I think that was the general plan.
All good. I'm just putting them back.
Have we got a way of wedging the doors shut? Some old weapons, and can we hammer them in the...
That's what you did last time.
Yep.
Plenty of spare weapons.
It's not great, but it's better than nothing. What you really need, or really wish you had, was 48 iron spikes.
Yeah. Did he really have 48 iron spikes?
Yes,
My goodness. It must be the Incredible Hulk.
he had no food.
It was on the donkey.
Yeah, so
Originally, he didn't have a donkey. He just carried 48 iron spikes.
That's just... must have been a typo.
No, it wasn't.
Surely.
This is
It
Craig.
is Craig.
He made a 12 level character once that had 12 ranks back in 3rd edition, 12 ranks in jump. It was a scout character, 12 ranks in jump, but none in spot and listen. And everyone's like,
I love it.
Why do you need to be an Olympic long jumper? He's like, I don't know.
He just wanted to be amazing.
Yeah, he was. Meanwhile, he got ambushed by everything.
Yep.
And everyone was like, aren't you supposed to be the scout? Anyway, there you go.
We digress.
We do. He's probably eating ice cream at the moment. Good luck to him.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess Shiro sets about like decapitating things.
Okay. it's brutal.
sure, I'll give you a hand.
Sean is going to go and find a somewhat non-bloody corner and rest.
Sure.
Although he will leave some. I'm not going to decapitate them all because how many can you raise? Sean.
Oh, I don't know. Hmm.
You're going to let animate dead, are you?
I don't know. It's
You're
permanent.
very,
That is the
very
benefit.
conflicted.
Yes, I am a little conflicted.
They won't make it out of the mine. No, they won't make it out of here. Don't worry about it.
We can make sure that one with the other.
Ah, yes, the gods can't see underground.
So
The
you're,
God, the one who's giving him the
biggest
spell.
exploit.
you're 4th level at the moment, so you can animate up to 4 hit die worth of zombies or skeletons. So
Mm.
2 zombies or 4 skeletons.
Mhm.
Sorry?
2 zombies or 4 skeletons. You can get 2 zombies from here because there are no skeletons to animate. Unless you wanted to spend the time to whittle bones away
Gross.
from the corpse.
Zhang does want to try taking out the trinket he has. It's a small knife. Just want to see what happens when he starts cutting up goblins and bits and pieces.
Oh, lovely.
Let me have a look at what your trinket was. Okay. Cool. Yep. All right. The blade is reasonably sharp, and you start cutting them up. They cut as well as you would expect a small sharp knife to cut them. This looks like the kind of knife that you might have if you were out hunting or something like that. It's not a weapon; it's a utility knife. But it looks very nice. Now it's covered in blood.
Lovely. I will wipe the blood on. Well, I want to say Vash, but I'll take a dirty rag.
Oh, I can lick
plenty of you.
it.
Well, you can
There's
lick it
plenty of
clean if you
cork.
really want.
I actually wanted to eat a goblin, like a snack,
You
out
can
of
do so
Harry's
if you
view.
want.
Like, you can have a little taste. Oh,
Yeah,
Plenty of goblin around.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't have food left, guys.
Pick
Alright,
something and
Well,
eat
we're
it.
only resting for 2 hours. That's not an issue at the moment.
You can easily. I mean, Shiro is currently cutting heads off. You probably want to collect some ears, and you could easily pick up a leg and eat it if you want.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think we should get a production line going. Like, just
I mean, we've got 2 hours. You can eat
loot them.
Hmm.
Oh hell yeah!
after.
We should
after
look
that,
on all the
sure it'll
bodies
be-
though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, search the bodies.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
don't
gonna
we-
search the bodies and munch.
Okay.
What's the benefit of animating the dead anyway?
They can carry stuff, and they can also check out traps.
Yeah, they can
Yep.
walk in front of us and get blown up instead.
Yeah, I know, but they'll just fall in the first hole and be lost. Wasted.
That's why we have
What?
more than one.
That's great.
Yes, but I can't get them to walk around the holes. It's the problem I had last time.
If we come to an impasse, then we just use them as pack mules. We just leave them on the other side of the hole.
Hmm. Just seems expensive because we'll lose to spell magic. I guess I haven't cast that yet, so I have.
Well,
I've cast it a couple of
The
times.
spell magic might be actually useful for the whole glowing green
Hmm.
obelisk.
I guess I could get rid of
Does it not-
prayer.
I'm not sure we should be using dispel magic at the place where there's like something hideously evil magically sealed.
Yeah, yeah.
Although,
I
to
have
be
some.
fair, it's not like you're going to be more powerful than any of the evil minions that have ever been here. Probably.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and
If it was
wasn't the
easily dispelled, it probably would have happened.
and
Go to town.
from what I would recall, weren't the Obelisk supposed to be stopping bad things from happening? What if that Obelisk is trying to stop making sure that seal stayed intact?
Hmm. Maybe you could cast improved eyesight on Zhang, and he can try and see if he can recognize some of those runes.
Sure. Right after I learn the spell.
Alright, so you can do stuff. If you wanted to search these goblins, they have crap on them. It is pretty average because the goblins, most of them in here are, low rung. These guys here, the common goblins, had crappy spears and a couple throwing axes, most of which have been piffed around the place and might be sticking in someone's shield. This guy here, the scout, had a crossbow with a quiver of 10 bolts and a dirk. The warrior was wearing decent armor. He had a hardened cuirass and a small shield and a leather cap. This guy here as well, the scout.
Oh, small shield.
Yeah, this scout. What did he have? He had a leather tunic and a leather cap. But yeah, the warrior has a small shield. They have 4 darts festooned all over their body, a scimitar, a small shield, a hardened cuirass, and the leather cap. You do not find anything else of value, however. It's almost like they aren't carrying anything of value around on them when they're out scampering about.
What about the Dread Warriors? They've got like the big weapon, right?
Yes, which I believe you used 3 of them previously to
Yep.
secure this door up the top here.
I guess sure it'll just collect any good-looking metal.
I mean, there's plenty of little dirks and knives, etc., that you can use to jam under doors, which I believe is you were going to attempt to do, weren't you?
Yep.
Yep. So you probably most of their weapons at the moment and crossbow bolts have probably been utilised. The metal isn't great; it's probably got a few impurities in it, but eventually you could probably melt it down and reforge it. Yep. But that's where you find yourself. You can learn your spells. You do not get interrupted here. Anyone who travels too close to the bronze seal will hear the kind of a whispering. And if anyone is game enough to tread upon it, you'll feel it vibrate underfoot. Otherwise, your time here will pass. 2 hours will pass. You can learn your spells. Do with the time what you will.
Do I heal as well?
With your cloak, yes, I believe you do.
Hmm.
So where is it?
That was
might want to
just
find
about
traps as
healing
well.
yourself.
Maybe find traps, animate dead. I don't know. Then whatever you want.
Where was that item? Held by the group, the double cloth cloak. That one there.
Once per fortnight, we can rest to scan the effects of full day's comfortable rest.
Yep, so you can regain 20% of your max hit points.
Oh wow, so that's like 6 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And you can learn spells.
Yep. Back up to where I was before I fell in the trap. Okay. And we're saying animate dead.
I mean, you don't have to. I think it'd be useful.
No, I'm going to leave it how it is. No animate dead.
I mean,
Who are you?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
What have you done with Sean?
Hey, Sean's never animated dead before. He controls the undead.
This guy was dead when I found him. I mean, he was just wandering around.
So you've spent 2 hours, you've got your
Typical.
I appreciate the sentiment.
I assume that was a patronizing head pat with, "How you feeling, buddy?"
How about that? That's way better.
Excellent.
I mean, that's 9 from 2 dice, so, from 2 attempts. So that's an average of 4.5, which is pretty much smack on.
Yeah, I'm
fact,
at half health again.
In fact, it is smack on. You got the mean healing.
How's everyone else doing?
Feels
Mostly
okay.
fine.
It'd be nice. Not super essential, but be nice.
Why you
But I
got
mean, you just got 4 HP.
Obviously.
He has
Because I've
directional
got
light source.
Vash,
directional lighting.
have you added your hit points, Vash?
He should just
Yeah.
did, yep. You know what? I'm going to take that directional light source off you. I'll just make it just full. Fuck it. There we go. We don't need to worry about your directional
So
light source.
Hypatia.
Reattach
What's that?
the
1,
stick on
2.
our normal. Bing.
There you go. You don't have directional
So
light
who
source
should the
anymore.
last? Who gets the last healing spell?
Probably worth just hanging on to in case somebody's bleeding out.
That's near enough to. That's near enough for my purposes.
Alrighty. I'll keep one up. One on the.
How
One
long
in
does
hand?
it take for Bane to go away?
So your banes did all go away after you
Ah,
rested for 2
excellent.
hours.
Oh,
And your
As
bless,
did
no.
the
your bless all
blessers.
went away as well. Yep.
That's alright.
So do we need to remove them?
Yes, you can remove those icons.
Just
Thank you
from-
for reminding me, Bash.
Thank you for reminding him.
I lost a blessing.
Oh,
Yeah, the Toad lost his blessing.
oh no.
Hypatia lost 3 levels of cursed bane.
Yeah.
Oh no, the horror. What will you
Worth
ever do?
it.
Alrighty. Are we going to move out now then?
Once you cast find traps, yes.
Well, I'm going to cast it just before we leave to maximise the
Yeah.
utility
Indeed.
of it.
Yep.
Alright,
How big's the radius for find traps? 30 feet.
20 feet, isn't it?
It says 30 in the book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 20. Are you opening the other doors or only the one you're going through?
Just the one. Unless we want. Yep, 30 foot.
Does anyone have any spare arrows?
Nope. Can't say I do.
Have all the arrows I'm carrying.
I have a quiver and like 5. How many are you on?
I have 13.
Cool. I'll hand you my 5, and then I'll keep the 20 for myself.
Seems fair. Alrighty. Boom.
Everyone
Is
can
that
see
too
that?
bright?
It is a bit bright. I'll just make it a really pale one if you
Yep.
can. It's a pity they don't set. You can't set transparency on it.
Hmm.
That'd be nice.
It would, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
How's that? Better?
Yeah, that's really good. Thanks.
Lenza is a little
Oh.
less encumbered,
Alrighty.
but still encumbered. Is it round up or round down with the encumbrance
Oh, up,
maximum?
Hypatia.
It's not rounding at all.
No, it uses half.
Okay,
It was
it's round
this
up.
one, wasn't it?
Remember, you guys with using ammunition, the blue circle is your ammunition counter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Shall we move on then? Gather
Yeah.
round, and I shall tell you where to step.
So you can't see any traps at the moment. This
Nope.
log down here is just, still got a bit of
Oh.
lens attached to it, but otherwise has not been reset.
Are we just going to move back towards the pillar room? Or the...
I mean, that seemed like a place of interest. So
We could even ask Grail if we could form a party order and have him move us.
You were literally down here.
Okay.
You were about
Oh, true. Sorry.
50 feet away. Okay.
What can I say?
Yeah, can we make a party order so that like Hypatia's at the front, but Sean's like walking directly behind?
See that ping, Henry?
Mm?
Yep.
Okay. You mind if I do it again? Because I think I saw it was.
Let me just check what you can see though.
Yeah, I could see that square you clicked in.
Alright.
Can we... Okay.
And let me else check. Alright. You get a faint. I'm going to say it's just faint from down here. It doesn't seem to be significant, but there is something faint there.
Okay. So can we walk around this without...
Yes.
Okay, so I'll move to here.
Mhm.
I'm getting something faint. Okay, so
So
in
this,
front of me...
this thing you see as faint.
Ah.
Okay.
So directly in front of me here, or to the... What's
There.
that? Northwest?
And there.
I'm talking to the party.
Yep.
Just after it narrows and where it starts to widen, there's some sort of trap. So do we have a trap finder?
We've got
We do.
two.
yep.
Can we get them up to
Yeah, both of them
join
should
you
check
here?
it out.
So
Sure.
from what I can see, there is something in this general vicinity.
You should
Okay.
stand back, Sean. Let them go. They're the pros.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that square's safe.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
are sure
that
that's
one.
where you are sure that that's square, and that next square that from Zheng is safe.
But after that is something
Mhm.
fishy.
Alright, I will start by checking this square here.
All right, what's your skill again?
38.
All right, and you have some magic assistance. Are you doing anything, Lenza?
I'll do the same. Just check it because why not?
All right, let me roll for you as well. Yours was 40, was it not?
Yes, we will work together and see if we can.
You believe
Accomplish
that
it.
there is a pit trap occupying that area there.
Cool.
All 6 squares, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something over here.
No, that's pretty much it, I think.
That's it. Okay.
No,
No, it's not.
there was something over there. You
There was
believe?
something over
Yep.
Okay.
We'll just give it another check.
All right. So, Zheng, you don't really think you can find anything, but Lenza, you think you find something there. Another pit trap.
Can we trigger those traps?
You certainly can try. Who's going to try?
I mean, there are 2 ways
Someone
to trigger
piff a goblin corpse. Vash, I
I
know
was
you.
about to say.
I'll run back and get a goblin claw.
Okay, get 2, please.
2, I'll
love
carry
that.
one each arm, each
Mm.
shoulder,
Grrr.
and tuck them in.
Okay, those pit traps are now visible. Clunk, clunk, as the goblins fall to their unfortunate demise after demise.
second death.
Are those bombs?
No, they appear to be small paper seals that have been affixed to the ground somehow.
That ground must be more pure.
Alright. So if there's no other traps.
There were more back the other way.
Let me
back
just
the
go
other
back
way.
to the token layer and just delete that, and delete that. Come on, delete. Grab the
I
stupid
just-
line.
Whispered to you,
Yeah,
Grail.
I saw it. I'm just trying to do something at the moment.
Yeah. So no one moved too much.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes, you do.
So those paper sealy things are giving me a bad vibe.
Hmm.
A bad vibe like they'd heal us, or a bad vibe like something we would agree is a bad vibe?
A bad vibe, like might get something to animate if you step near it.
Oh.
Us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. How near? Because I kind of want to read it.
Well, I don't know. It just tells me there's something bad happening there. I mean, you could go over and have a look at it.
It's
But
nowhere.
I'm not.
The feel
Hmm?
you get, and normally, find traps doesn't give you layers or levels of significance. But I'm just going to let you know that they are much less than what you seem to think. These these were definite traps. These things over here, only partially.
It's a pseudo trap.
It's like it flickers on and off a little bit.
So
Okay, so you just got to time it right.
or it triggers something which is functionally equivalent to a trap.
And
Mm.
unfortunately, your light sources are blinding out the coloured light source that's emanating from this obelisk. This obelisk has got your light source. If you didn't have them, you'd see that there's a yellow light around it, because the runes that are etched in its side are all glowing yellow, and there seems to be a blue light that comes down from here, which is mixing together for making it an eerie, offsetting, unsettling green. This obelisk is about maybe 8 feet tall at its highest point.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move into here to that square. I can share a square with Zhang, can't
There's something up here.
Yep.
I? Okay, so I shall point up this way and say there's something up around there somewhere. So be careful when you're going down that corridor.
All right. Zhang will walk up to here and attempt to read the seal without touching it.
Okay.
I prepared explosive runes.
There's a whole bunch of Goliath corpses around.
Did I learn remove curse? I didn't.
Okay, you start having a bit of a look at that. You cannot see that there is any writing upon it that you can understand. In fact, the writing upon it doesn't look to be what you would just equate to being literature. It's more symbols and glyphs. You understand that it is some kind of magic thing, probably in your expertise. Make an intelligence check for me, please. So
1D.
1d20 get equal to or under your intelligence. It's not your area of expertise, but you are a learned man. What's your intelligence?
Checking that now. My intelligence is. Goodness, I keep losing track of where these things are.
Top left side, top left
Top.
of the character sheet.
Top left. Oh, yep, there it is. 10.
So you are a learned man, not very smart though. You're about average, but you do have the knowledge that these, in measurable estimation, are wards. They are magical wards of some description. If you are able to use magic, read magic, etc., then perhaps you would be able to have more of an idea. At the moment, no.
I will write these symbols down, and are they comparable to what's on the brass stone?
No, they are not.
No. Okay. Well, I'll write them down anyway.
Well, what can we get a sense of like who wrote them? Like, is it the goblin? Is it something else? Like,
They
I don't know,
certainly do not.
from the handwriting.
They certainly do not appear to be of goblin make. Sure, it will attest to the fact that goblins tend not to make anything so delicate.
I thought you were just going to leave it at that.
They make stuff. They make tricky stuff. Hey Sean, are there any traps down here?
Only the ward or the glyph or whatever it is, the
Ward.
seal.
I think it might just be to keep things away from this like burial site or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just go and kick it over and see what happens.
I
Okay.
might.
Can you make a saving throw for me, please? There, sure. Saving throw versus spells.
Sure.
You can try if you want, Vash.
Is Vash wanting to eat them?
No,
He
no.
sounds like a
Sure.
bad idea.
Okay.
Lick them.
So, sure. As you approach, as you get closer to that seal, you feel a repulsion, and you are forced physically back, and you take a point of damage. It's like there is some kind of energy that's resisting your moving through it,
Interesting.
as though it is barring your way. So you get forcibly pushed into either that square, here, somewhere back. Yep,
I think that's the square I came from. So.
Yep. That's cool.
Interesting.
Well, I guess we could try to dispel magic on them if you wanted. Otherwise, I think we just avoid that area.
I'm happy to avoid that area.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
obelisks are there. Is there something relevant with those?
Also, there's like this badass sword that just looks awesome.
That is about 10 feet long.
Exactly. Think of what we can melt that down for.
Think of Nevin would love it.
10 foot. That would be something we. That's
Never
not something
might be
anyone
able to
our
do it.
size would be able to use.
Have you had a look at the size of the skeletons in there?
Yeah, they're
That's what I'm
large.
saying. They're all like
Huge.
Goliaths and stuff.
They are sizable.
Or something.
Oh, we kind of.
Giants.
Well, maybe. Oh, if it's a worthy weapon, we could even get it reforged. You never know.
If only we had animate dead. Just think of the giant skeleton working for us.
I've already thought of that. I didn't bring it up because I thought you'd get upset.
I think I'll use my blessing. I already have full blessings, so I'll just chuck one away.
Right, just put it down just here somewhere.
I don't know if it'll even work.
All right. You can use a single magic item not normally allowed for your class as though you were of the required class for the next hour. All right, so you want to use it to have some kind of control, understanding, etc. of these seals.
Yes, that'll be helpful.
Okay, you'll have to move over towards it. Pick one.
Let me shop around.
Okay, are you going to that one? Because
No.
Sean did say there was a trap up there, and you literally just walked straight over it.
I assume Sean's like, no!
I'm assuming I'm assuming that's the case, because that's why I'm not saying you just fell into a trap.
I tried to do it, but everyone laughed over me.
So you can actually get into where the seal is. You are not going to be repulsed by it. You do not need to make a save, so move yourself up to whichever one it is you want.
I'll just go up to this one.
All right, you reach down and you can take some kind of measure of control upon this ward. It is physically affixed by the magic to the floor. You know by the blessing that's you've kind of called out to the gods to give you some understanding of the magic, and they've answered that it is a ward to keep things out. It was not created by goblins. It was created by someone long ago, and it's been here. And you know that somewhere deep in the recesses, as you're trying to get control of this, that there used to be a lot more of them down here, protecting the area where the obelisks are. That if you were to lift it off the ground, the magic will be destroyed. The warding in particular is powerful against undead.
Oh,
You
okay.
You can choose to, however, remove it from the ground and keep it active at the moment because you have the blessing in place. If you were just to rip it off the ground with your physical strength, that's how you would destroy it. So you can remove them or remove it from the ground if you want.
So it repels undead,
Mhm.
but it also
No,
repels
in
my
particular.
live allies. Okay.
It repels everything. It just has a greater power against the undead.
Hmm.
So effectively, anyone who approaches within 5 feet. Let me make this. If I was to go and select this token, hang on a second. Can you just move back a bit, please?
Yup.
Just so I can grab that token and not you. If I was to go in here, go into details, go into the aura, and make that visible. They all have this little 5-foot aura around them. Anyone coming within that area is getting pushed.
Cutting off the choke points.
Yep, is getting pushed back. Undead have a -4 to the saving throw against it.
Can they be thrown around?
If you're actually communicating this to us, Hypatia thinks maybe you should just pick it up so you can use it to, just so you can use it to go loot the Goliath corpses over there because that looks interesting.
And down
Like,
here,
I'm definitely
giant sword.
picking them up.
But we should we should definitely put it back because I feel that the obelisk should stay protected from the goblins or anything else which lurks down here.
They're only active when they're being placed on the ground and you take time to activate it. Picking it up stops it being active, but it does not destroy it. You can place it back down, but it takes about a minute for you to activate the magic again.
And I'm assuming that you won't be able to activate it once the blessing wears off.
You understand that because your blessing has given you the knowledge of it.
Mm. How long does my blessing last
1
for?
hour.
And now,
An hour.
Mhm.
Okay, well, we've got a bit of time to loot.
Yep,
Yeah,
just
I'm definitely
don't take-
picking up though.
Well, it definitely just long enough to loot thoroughly, but not too long to for the fine traps to expire.
Mm. I'll pick it up and stay away from my group so I don't push them into holes.
Alright.
It's not active once you have it picked it up, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
Oh,
once you pick it
okay.
up,
Yeah,
it's
I'll,
not
You have
active.
to put it down to activate it again.
yeah. Okay,
So-
put it in my pocket.
Alright, I will chuck that on the GM layer. You now have that seal.
Can I
Alright.
pick the others up as well?
You can.
Careful of the trap.
We
Yes,
don't need
yes,
it.
please.
We don't need
Just
to.
remove one. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe don't pick up the others because it'll just take you more time to put them back down again.
Okay.
Is it? Do I see anything?
Let me see.
In
From
terms
there,
of traps.
no, you do not see any traps. This obelisk here is the one. Hang on, let me explain first before you all start
Mhm.
moving in. This obelisk here is the one that's giving off the blue light from its etched ruins. It stands about 15 feet tall. It is a much larger one. The light, however, from it is not as bright. The yellow light is glowing brighter.
We take some
Mm.
rubbings of this or something. Do you want to take down some of the etchings?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll be taking notes. I will start with the smaller obelisk on my left.
Okay.
Come on in.
Right, let's get on with it.
Absolutely massive halberd.
Oh my, yeah. And there's a skeleton chained up.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like it's on a
Chain.
door as well.
No,
Is
it's
this
not.
like a
It's not a door. It's appears to be a crucifix of some description.
Oh, okay.
good.
Stop.
Oh.
Stop. Everyone make a surprise check, please. Because as
Alright.
soon as someone approaches within 5 feet of that obelisk, the lights go out and the bones suddenly animate.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
Bone Daddies!
Motherfucker.
You guys want me to put the seal back down and run away?
Maybe let us retreat first.
It might actually repel
they're actually-
the great
oh.
undead.
Put the seal down and trap us in here. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you out,
Forward
but it'll
thinking.
take me a full minute.
Yeah.
So is everyone surprised?
No.
Not me.
So
Not
it wasn't
me.
Hypatia
Zhang
is, Shura
and
is,
Lenza.
yep, Vash, yeah.
Dawn is, Kruber.
Our favourite battle couple of when will they murder each other? Vash and CantoCannon.
Okay,
And
so
Lenza,
in that
the third
case,
wheel.
so Zheng can act this turn, Vash can act this turn, and Lenza can act this turn. Alright, so Lenza, you are up first. As you see, the bones, like, from various corpses suddenly start to form together. And this creature stands about 11 feet tall.
That's not great.
It leers at you all with tiny little beady pinpricks of yellowish light for eyes.
Obelisk.
I think I'm going to. Yeah, that seems like a perfectly reasonable thing. I'm going to get out the Rod of Lineage.
Okay, and I'll let you do something with it straight away if you want.
Yes, I will cast Magic Missile.
Alright, it is an instantaneous effect from that, so
Yep.
roll your damage, 1d6 plus 1.
This one, excellent.
4. Alright,
And that actually, it felt like it did something.
you see it's kind of real slightly, not significantly, but it's felt it. Vash, you can act now.
Good start then.
Oh, this is nice. I regret this. I can regret everything.
Welcome to the life of adventuring.
Do I know what type of damage it's weak to?
No.
Magic
I
works.
really
works
doubt
pretty
Javelin
good.
does anything. I
There's
think I
no way
will
to find
just
out.
prepare an attack if it steps forward.
Some of you may have blessings that might help. I'll just say that. It's up to you. It
Yeah.
you are reasonably haggard, and someone has a blessing that might be able to tell you that information. So you are not doing anything, did you say? Just getting your javelin out, was it?
Oh, I'm just getting my Obelisk ready.
Cool.
So
Cool. No
ready
worries.
an attack.
And Zheng, there's knowledge to be had
There is.
after you don't die. Oh, by the way, what's happening with Latoad? You've left him up behind.
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
He was just hiding.
And where's Harry?
Harry,
Further back.
Harry was going to hang with Latoad.
They're chilling.
Can you teach me how to do the eye lick thing? That looks amazing.
Oh, I didn't even know I was doing that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's most disconcerting. I wonder what's happening with the other chums.
I'm sure they're fine, in my experience.
So, Zhang, what were you doing?
He's wondering if activating the bigger blue one will turn the skeleton off or make it stronger, or even summon a second skeleton. He won't risk it though.
There's only one way to find out.
True.
Sean is going to play a blessing before anyone else does anything.
Sure, what's the blessing you're going to play? Just chuck
The
it
one
down.
you were talking about.
Just
Lure of the Bone Daddy.
Alright. Sacrifice
Oh,
1d10 times 100 XP to ask the DM a single question within reason. The DM will answer truthfully if you make a successful ability check on the lower of your intelligence or wisdom. So 400 XP. Cool, I happen to have the XP chart spreadsheet open now. Minus 400. Cool.
What are you going to ask him about the 8 conspiracy theory?
Or ask him what's the airspeed velocity of a fully laden swallow.
So, what is the...
Irrelevant because I failed my check.
What was the question anyway?
I was going to be, what's the best way to kill this thing?
Okay.
I mean, technically, you should ask the question and Grail rolls.
Yes. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
Not
Well,
you. Well, no, I mean, Grail can still roll.
He doesn't. He knows whether it's. Yeah. He doesn't get false
Oh.
answers. It's a binary.
it doesn't say that it's
Yeah,
false answers.
it's binary. Okay, so Zhang, sorry, you are still deliberating. Your time is running out to deliberate. Though.
Yeah, I'm just going to prepare an attack as well with my Guandao.
All right. It steps to there. Vash and Zheng, you can both have a hack at it since you had readied actions. The Guandao misses. The Bardiche hits,
Nice.
Not much damage though.
but it wasn't
mean,
crit.
That's
When
still
it's
pretty
doubled,
good.
it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, crit. Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. It turns its attention on who? See, normally it would go for Vash, but it is mindless. It's 5 people it can choose to attack.
Hey!
Is Al in the list?
Yes, he is.
Doesn't
He totally
doesn't
is.
have a higher likelihood to attack clerics?
Nope.
Nah,
Roll 1d5.
What are you?
that's good for Sean.
Starting with Hypatia and moving down towards Sean.
What number is Hypatia? 1?
1.
Okay, here we go with the 1.
You hope it's a 1.
Oh no, it's a 1.
It is.
Yep.
Although,
Why do you keep pretending it's a random roll?
Hey, he's actually hit somebody else one time.
all
Come
right,
on.
Yeah,
At that one time.
saying that
statistical anomaly.
Hypatia may not want it to be a 1.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Well, at least only one of them hits.
Ooh.
Okay,
Nom.
but you have DR. So the
That's
claw,
good.
when the claw hits you, it kind of latches on a little bit and keeps hold. As it does so, it jabs down with its spines. Yeah, look at that. And then it lashes out with its tail. And misses. Did you take your damage from the...
Yeah, I'm working.
Or you
Wait.
could just
The
click on the
DR2.
green circle and then type -4 and press enter. Because you've got DR2, so you took 4 damage, not 6. Yep, cool. Alright, so the 5 attacks it had, only 1 hit you.
I think you guys are happy that it hit me. That would have fucked up pretty much everyone else.
No, it actually rolled pretty badly. Vash would have been okay, although the tail would have hit Vash. Zheng would have got messed up a bit though.
Yeah.
Shiro and Sean would have been okay. Alright, new round. So we'll start with Jaquan.
There's a thing I normally do here. Why do people have to stand in my way? Move to here and attack it.
Go for it.
Hey, does this mean I get another major blessing when I go past 25,000 XP again?
No.
The rules specifically state when I get XP divisible by 5.
I kind of love that. That makes me laugh a lot. Yes.
Did the second one hit?
No, the second one is a miss.
Okay.
Okay.
So we know its AC is more than 6.
I was going to say,
Oh, sorry, it's less than
I somehow doubt it has a worse AC than Lenza.
Hypatia, you're up.
Alright.
We can hope. It is massive.
Let's wander in. 0. 0.
Nice.
Well, I hope the second one hits.
They both hit.
Nice.
Your blow seems to be turned slightly though. That seems to be pretty resilient to the blade. And Jaquan, you found that you seem to stab and it seemed to not affect it as much as you would have otherwise hoped. Sean is
As
up.
expected.
Classic Skelly.
Yep.
Am I on mute? No. Sean will
Sean, are
try.
you there?
You are on mute, Sean. You are on mute.
Sean, take yourself off mute. We can't hear you.
What are you doing?
Apparently trying to work out whether I'm on mute or
You
not.
are not on mute.
I will attempt to turn undead.
Go for it.
Because think about how good this one would be.
What is a pretty
Oh,
dope?
Alright, you call out to the 8 to aid you in controlling this abomination. They do not answer, or it doesn't care. Vash, you're up.
Then I'll take a step back.
What do you need to roll to make that work? Because
Higher than what?
oh wait, no, sorry, this is my die roll. Ah, apologies.
So is this small obelisk here still glowing?
No,
Or how is it?
it is not glowing.
Oh. Guess it's too late then. I'll just slap it. That's all I can do now.
Go for
Oh,
it.
you're stopping the bone, the bony thing.
Oh yeah,
Right,
no,
okay.
I'm slapping
Good.
the monster, not the rock.
Okay, that's a very important thing to distinguish.
I'm going to go and lick the rock. Well, we're
Not with the bone monster
in the
right
middle
there.
of combat.
Priorities.
That is how we defeat it. This encounter was made for Mark.
Alright, after Vash, it will be Zhang. You do hit it, and your blade, magical as it is, does take a bit of a slice out of it, but you feel that if only it was bigger and chunkier and had more flesh and mass.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I will. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I'll just hit it with the Guandao.
Go for it.
Oh,
And
fine.
what have you done with the real Zhang?
You had, you saw the real Zhang one turn ago. It's time for a change up.
Okay. Can I ask,
Character
You
development.
decide you're going to be useful.
can I ask you a question?
Very well.
Have you seen the Justice League movie, specifically the Zack Snyder version?
Yes, I have seen the new one.
So you remember right at the end when they're battling Steppenwolf, and Steppenwolf brings his axe down and is about to cleave Cyborg in half, and Superman suddenly appears there, and the axe, bang, on the shoulder, and Superman's response is,
No,
not
don't do this
impressed.
to me. Don't do this to me.
Your Guando comes down clean on this creature's head, and it doesn't flinch, and no chips of bone, and no damage is done.
Oh.
Is your
Magical
Guando magical?
Magical creatures, huh?
Shiro, you're up.
Alright, Shiro is going to.
If it could say not impressed, it would have.
Here, and Shiro is going to give him a massive shield bash.
There you go, Grail.
What's that? Is that the...
Let's see if this.
It doesn't say not impressed, but yes.
Okay. Did that work? Yes. I just rolled really badly.
Ugh.
It doesn't care about your shield. Lenza,
Yep.
you're up.
Cool. Well, we're seeing to be winning, which is good. I guess I will put away the rod and get out my bow, and then ready to attack next turn, because I'm sure that'll take quite a bit to
Yep, it will.
redo my weapon.
Alright, now it's going to turn its focus on one of the three people directly in close
How many
proximity
more
to it.
charge? Yeah.
Starting with
Once per day. Yep.
Yep. Starting with Hypatia at the top.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Going down the order.
Um,
Hypatia again.
Focus. It's
Yep.
got focus.
It
Keep
does.
telling you.
It goes with 2 claws at you.
Oh, that was light damage.
Yep, but you know,
Eh?
only 1 point of damage because it's got 3.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Good.
Yep, and then tries to stab down on top of you with its spines.
That second one hits, I think.
Oh, jeez, that was a little
Oh
close.
god.
Alright, so that's another 3 damage. And then it tries to stab at you with its tail. One of the claws that has latched, the claw that latched on you tries to push you upon its spiny tail as it does so.
Ah, fuck.
Ooh.
A fucker. Well,
So that's 5 damage got through your DR then from the tail.
yep.
It likes you.
And you can make a saving throw versus death, please.
Someone want to throw some blessings my way, please?
Yep.
Do
Not
they
in
work
range.
within 10?
You can use major blessings or minor blessings. The only people that can use a minor blessing are Vash, Zheng, and Shiru.
Oh,
I'm using a minor
what?
blessing.
here's a
Well,
minor blessing.
let's see how the roll goes first.
No, you've got to declare them first.
Yes.
Oh, we do?
Mhm.
Yes.
To assist you with the die roll, yes.
Cool.
I've thrown mine onto the.
Right, damage can be negated post.
Yes.
There you go.
Throwing mine down.
So you have
Yep.
+6
Alright.
on your saving throw.
Sorry, was that +3?
+6. Each of them gives you +2.
+6. Okay, cool.
You did
No.
double.
How about I?
You did. That's all right. You rolled a 10 with +6 is 16, which is
Passed.
going to be big enough. Yeah, if you do a plus on it, because the back row will have a plus in it, a double plus screws everything up.
Right, yep.
Alright.
Did the prompt do that? I'm just gonna. Let me just have a look at that. Okay, so I must have just. So I do 6. Yep, okay.
Yep, if you just
Hey,
put
look,
down-
you succeeded. Great.
Yay! That was my natural 20 for the next session.
Well, the good thing is you didn't take a necrotic wound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be bad.
Hypatia, you're up now, and it is. It's looking like it wants to kill you.
Yep. Yeah, fuck this.
Yep. Valid.
Yeah, I'm gonna withdraw. I'm not gonna take. It's unlikely I'll take another. I'll survive another round of that.
Okay.
Okay.
You're moving. Oh, that's sorry. That's the DM's level 1. That's right. Keep going. Because I didn't remove the seal. It's still there. It's just in the GM's layer. And I saw it. I was going to say, oh, you need to make a save, but no, you don't, because it's in Vash's pocket.
Yep.
Just
I'm gonna hang back there, and I'm gonna not do much because I can't. Because I saw Zheng's Quanta do nothing, which means
Yep, but you've got a pistol, so
Sean is
get
up.
yeah, which will also do nothing because it's not magical.
Sean is up.
Sean casts a spell.
What spell are you casting?
I think I will try
Animate dead.
Dispel Magic.
Okay. Vash is up.
So activating the seal again takes a minute. How
It
many
does.
rounds? is
Each
that?
each round is 10 seconds. So it will take 10 rounds of combat. 6 rounds of combat, sorry.
Oh god. Oh
I
god,
think-
I might as well slap it.
Let's just beat this
Yes,
up first.
beat
Yeah.
it into the dust.
Just another slap. Hopefully it hits. In a row? Oh, there we go.
That is not a
Yee.
hit. Zheng, what are you doing as an individual?
This is going to be a bit risky, but I would like to try the unarmed strike and see if it can do a stunning or even a killing blow.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
old monk.
Make
You
an
have,
attack
you
roll.
have entered the danger zone.
You are going forward and trying to use the Dennbok,
Yes, armored.
or whatever
I
it is you
would-
want to call it. It is unarmored. It wears no armor. It is a collection of bones and sinew and evil.
Oh, I want you to see. I want to see you just punch a skeleton to dust.
You know,
Uh,
if it was a normal skeleton, yeah, he might succeed in punching it to dust. This is not a normal skeleton. This is a bone demon. Dun dun dun. Let's have a look. Does your unarmed attack count as magical? I don't believe it does.
Not at this level, I'm pretty sure.
I don't believe it does. Alright. You punch it. Ow.
Not even a stun. Oh,
You didn't
okay.
even hit it.
Oh, bugger. That that won't help.
Your fist glances off its bone, just off the side, and you're like, "Ooh, that's smarts." After Zheng, it will be Shuru.
This is
Shiro
an
is
amazing
going
gift. Hold on.
Shiro is going to scream at it and take a parry action.
How do you do that? Like
The GIF or
the GIF, yeah. Like seriously.
It looked
Now
like it
off the other
deflected off
guy's
his
fist.
guard.
Yeah, no. If you
Yeah.
see, I've seen that
Mm.
before. If you look around from another angle, there's footage of that. It's one of the famous ones. Yeah, he hits the other guy's glove and it bounces back.
Adds off, right?
And,
Yeah, okay,
and
that
this
makes
is
sense.
like in the 10th round or something, and both fighters are absolutely on their feet as well.
Knackered, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, if he'd taken
Oh,
a few
yikes.
blows to the head, I can.
I actually
imagine.
think he knocked himself out from memory.
No.
I've seen that happen before, straight off the bat.
Yep. So Lenza, you're up.
Oh, let's shoot it. How many negative modifiers do I have?
I'll give you none because it is so large. It's 11 feet tall.
Awesome.
And Shiro's there, so you can shoot over him.
That still misses though.
It does. It is now Jaquan's turn.
Hypatia, where are you going?
Did
Away.
you just see the chit beating I took?
Better you than anyone else.
All right.
Technically, that's not the point.
She doesn't feel that way.
What? Hey,
All right. You stab it, but again, it's almost as though your blade passes between gaps and doesn't quite bite as well as you would otherwise hope it does. Its prey has gone. It's got 3 targets that it will choose, starting with Zhang, who will be number 1.
I should be safe. You've rolled 1 twice now.
Uh
that F was for Zhang.
It's going for
See,
Shuru.
my yelling at it worked. That's what happened.
You were parrying, were you not?
Yes, I was.
All right, let's see. So
That
you
makes
just
my a -3.
well, the second claw hit you.
Yeah.
Good thing you can't suffer a crit.
It is a good thing.
I mean,
Let
that
you get a
was,
crit.
it wasn't crit, it was
No.
just max damage.
Yeah,
It then tries to stab you with its spines.
that was a natural 19 though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a crit. But I only did 2 damage.
But they both hit you.
They had
Yeah.
all hit so far.
No, one of the claws missed.
What's your AC?
Because he's parrying, it's lowered it down.
Oh,
Oh.
And now the tail, with one claw, trying to push you upon it. And it misses.
ouch.
Mm-hmm.
New round. Vash. Your
When's
party-
my spell go off?
Oh yes, your spell goes off now, sorry. Dispel magic. What are you trying to dispel? The seal
It.
behind you? It. You know dispel
That-
magic generally won't work against a creature.
Oh,
So, yeah, a creature, unless it's got magical effects upon it, but this creature...
well, it was a summoned creature or a magical creature. Anyway,
You'll give it a go.
Yeah,
Who
you can
knows?
give it a go. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Let's just make a save for spells for curiosity's sake. See what happens. He doesn't care. What's that square?
that's the spell effect area.
Oh, you're just moving it over it.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Does
Okay.
nothing?
No, it made a saving throw. Yeah, you could, if it was even a summoned creature, because the spell magic gets rid of spell effects, but a creature that has been summoned is now there. The summoning spell is like instantaneous. The spell doesn't linger. So dispel magic won't work to remove a creature that has summoned. It's like a creature walking through a portal. The portal opens, it walks through, the portal closes. The creature is now physically there.
Yeah, okay.
But because there's like animating type magic upon it, I thought, oh, you know what? In the end, I'll give it a saving throw and see if it can take some damage from it, or see if it can be stunned or whatever. But it made it saved. So, Sean, you're up first this turn anyway. This round.
I'll cast another spell.
What spell are you casting this time?
Prayer, the one I should have cast last round.
Okay. Vash, you're up. You got lots of major blessings, guys.
Mm.
I need them.
What are you doing, Vash?
Need them for my new character.
No, when your new character turns up, you wipe them out. Or wipe some of them out anyway.
I'm guessing Zheng's in my way.
You can still attack past him because this thing's so big.
Oh hell yeah.
You
This time
take
I
one step forward.
No, she has a reach weapon.
Ah, nice,
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
this time I want to see if I can target a limb to try and cut it off.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Alright. What limb were you targeting? Because normally
Whatever's closest.
normally D&D doesn't give you targeting options. It's just because the hit points are more of an abstract. It's not you're tougher. It's that you can turn blows and be avoiding them, etc. But you know what? Let's see how you go. So you're just aiming for one in random. Oh,
Limb.
roll a d5.
Yeah.
Roll a d5 for me if you're just trying to get whatever's closest. 1, 2, it's a claw. 3, 4, it's a spine. 5, so /R, 1d5. So it's a claw. Alright, so you did 4 damage to it. Alright, you know what? 4 damage. Let's see if it can... If I roll d20 and get above 4, it doesn't lose its claw. If it rolls below its 4, I'll let you cut a claw off. It didn't get its claw cut off. But you had a chance at it.
I tried.
Still, you did some
Yeah.
damage.
Yep, you did
Yeah.
damage. That's where
Zhang, you're up.
it's done.
Yeah, no more swinging fists at giant magical skeletons. I've gone back to trusty Gwanda. Oh, we're back. We're back. All right. Thanks. That's my turn.
Sure, you're up.
Sure, we'll parry.
Len's
And
up.
I'm going to move this guy up.
Let's try again.
So I was screaming.
That is a crit.
Hey, that
Ooh.
works.
Nice.
Solid chunk.
Yay.
Jaquan, you're up. That is a hit as well.
Pity about the damage.
Ooh,
That's better.
I mean, they're not bad.
And then I spend an action point to play a different edition.
I mean, look at how close he is to death.
It's so close.
Right? I cannot wait until we
Hypatia
summon
can
the next one.
Kill it. So that's-
Hypatia,
Please,
you're
no.
up.
I post you tell her go in and kill steal this.
I love it.
That'll
These
do
are
it.
staggering.
Nice.
Well,
Vengeance!
Alrighty, and the next one pops
Alright.
up next to Hypatia and stabs you.
So what were the colours of each obelisk again?
Blue
Yellow
and
and
This one was yellow,
which
yellow,
one's which?
and this one was blue.
Oh.
The yellow has not come
Hmm.
back on, it's still out.
okay. If we're gonna lit some shit, let's do it before that thing comes back online, and then reset that warden GTFO. I don't want to fight
think we
another one of
wanna
those
go-
things.
Anywhere near the blue one.
What's
Yep.
the range on the obelisk? So just so we know. To not-
Well, it was in
The
5
range-
foot,
the
so
range. It went out when the light, the little one. Let me just turn that light off on the yellow one. When Hypatia stepped within 5 feet of it originally, no one has turned off the light to the big one yet.
so
Ooh.
if the zero radius is the same, that's where we potentially could activate the other obelisk.
Yeah, so let's
No
stay
idea
away.
what's going to happen. So yeah, let's not go there.
Hey Vash, can you pick this up?
Sure. Do I have the strength to pick it up? It's
If you don't, no one will.
Your strength is
You can.
not
I'm sure you
10.
can drag it.
You are significantly strong, but this is significantly heavy. That has an encumbrance rating of 6.
Jesus.
Dang. Let's just drag it out.
It is a big,
Yeah.
it is a big weapon. It is not a sword per se. It is not a fine weapon with a sharp edge. It is a big, heavy lump of metal. It
Yeah,
looks like,
a Caspian blade.
yep, it is chunky as all get out, and it has a very long hilt as well. And the hilt is counterbalanced to offset the weight. So, yeah,
So it's like
What
the
about
claymore
this
from hell.
they are a bit on the rusty side though, and look a bit dull and old. The hilt wrappings have started to degrade in your hand and turn to dust. The large flamberge is about encumbrance of 3, and yeah, it seems to be dull and pitted and banged up a bit, but otherwise, yeah, it's a big chunk of metal. They look to have been here for a very long time.
Hmm.
When you pick up this really big sword down here, Vash, the skeleton that was basically hovering above it collapses and turns to dust and bits and pieces.
Whoops. Yeah.
That's okay. It's better than animating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zhang is
What
going
happened to the corpse? What happened to the corpse of the bone demon? Did
It just collapsed
fell
into
over?
pieces.
Yeah, okay, cool. It didn't disintegrate or anything.
What do you guys think about me placing seals just around the big obelisk?
I say we get what we can, not go near the other obelisk, and then put the board back where we found it.
Yeah, just back
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Does this spearhead look rusted, just like the other ones?
It does. Everything here looks to be old. You and Jaquan both have skills. Actually, Jaquan has the metalworking skills significantly, but you are a gnome, so you have just inherent knowledge as well. But Jaquan, you would be able to have a look at these and say that the metal, the stuff here has been here for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It is very, very old.
Yeah, maybe just the big sword then. After
What
stuff
about
from-
this pole?
it's
Oh,
okay.
whoops. What about this pole arm over here?
A big poleaxe. Yeah, the wooden haft is starting to just rot.
Yeah, just break that
and
off,
yeah.
take the head.
The head's just like, it's almost like it's so dull, it's almost like a matic head now.
Let's take the head, see what happens.
No, you got it.
Nothing interesting about these two skelly boys.
No, this one here is kind of sitting down, slumped against the wall, and that one seems to have been crucified. Oh, I moved him accidentally.
He's moving.
Because I'm on the map. I'm on the bloody
He's
map layer.
Jesus.
Let me go back to the token layer.
Okay, there we go.
Are they giants as well, or are they normal sizes?
What does it look like? They are significantly big. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
This-
that one there doesn't.
No, they're all big. Yeah, he's still big, but not as big as a normal person. That's a 5 foot square. His arms are going just over 5 feet wide. So yeah, maybe they are varying sizes.
A very large human, but
Yeah, you would
or a
estimate.
small giant.
Yeah, you would estimate that there's possibly 1 or 2 children or smallish giants or very large people mixed in here. But some of the skeletons, for example, this one over here, if it was standing up, you'd estimate it would have been about 15 feet tall.
Let's not poke
Oh.
around here too much, shall we, guys?
Yep. Gary's
Yeah.
just gonna do last rites while you guys pick some stuff up and then leave.
And during that time, Zheng's gonna be observing the obelisks and making some notes about the carvings and the runes.
They seem similar to the etchings and the runes and the symbols that you see on the obelisks throughout the rest of the valley, because it is littered and dotted with them everywhere. And sometimes they do glow throughout the valley. There doesn't seem to be anything significant about the difference here, other than the fact that they were glowing already, and one of them went out as you approached. The knowledge of the obelisks, what they're here for in the valley, what they signify, it's up for a bit of conjecture. No one seems to have a definitive answer, and those people who even have guesses tend to be the educated. The vast majority of people just go, no, it's just a rock. Sometimes it glows. So you can make some notes. You probably made notes of obelisks as you come into the valley. You'd need time to sit down and collate all this information and probably start cross-referencing it. Maybe have some interviews with people.
Very nice.
Let's go back to the main camp, guys.
Yes. Do we really want that big sword?
Do we want to
Yeah,
just
might as well.
do we want to just
Okay.
quickly check the rest of this
I
level
will-
before we go back to camp?
Drag it.
Let's check
out.
them. Yeah, let's clear the
Sure,
level.
I'm
You
happy
and
to
Brian
just
will
go back to camp.
Well, I've got the fine traps going.
Yeah. Let's at least disarm the traps. That's better than nothing.
So I'll drag it out and just place a seal once everyone
Okay.
else is out.
There is a trap here, Henry.
Okay, there's a trap ahead.
Cool. I'll go check it out. So where was it? Sorry.
Basically,
About
you're walking
there.
past the wards.
Okay, cool. No, I mean I guess we just go around
You can
it, right?
circumvent this one, and you put this ward back, did you? Up here?
Yes. Exactly where it was before.
Cool. So
Okay.
can I move here without it triggering?
Yes.
You should be able to. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, then I'll stay here and then
You rolled
do
a,
a check.
I rolled a 0-3 for you. You find a trap. It appears to be a tripwire with two little gourds attached, one to either side of the tunnel.
Excellent.
Sean moves back here and says, "You should
Oh,
disarm it and keep
I'm
them."
staying away.
Yes. Move back a bit, guys.
Yep.
Can I attempt to disarm it?
You can make the roll for that. This is
You
going
sure you
to
don't want Shang to do it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm still better.
Yeah,
What?
but
Zheng
do you have
four hit
more hit points?
That's true. Do you want to do it, Zhang?
Sure. I'll come over.
I think Zheng has less of a skill to do it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
only
what am I rolling?
It's like 10% or something like that. It's up to you though.
Again, Lindsay was happy to do it, but like, because if you fuck up, you've got a more chance to fuck up. And
You have to fuck
Okay.
up pretty hard to actually set it off, right?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Which role am I
Look.
looking at when it comes to
The
disarming
Find
traps?
so the find traps is the same thing. It's actually the
Oh,
skill is
okay.
find and remove traps.
sound
So
traps, yeah.
but this isn't a particularly, when I say it's not particularly tough, it is easier than a lot of traps to disarm, but it's going to have serious consequences. You have an extra 15% on your skill. It is an easy one to do. So your skill is effectively 45 now, I believe.
From
43.
38 to 40.
Oh, 38 is it? So it's 53 then. So you got a 53% chance of succeeding. If you fail by more than 20, there's a chance it will set off.
Yeah. I have a slightly bit of chance, but not that much. So you might as well do it because you just got more
Yep.
health.
Might as well. Alright. So I need to roll a 1d.
100. Don't roll 73 or higher.
Are you feeling lucky?
Oh, nice. Easy.
You have disarmed it.
Yay! Gain some grenades.
And
Excellent.
since you disarmed it, you get the grenades, I guess.
Yep.
Absolutely.
These
Oh,
are-
No, Linta has to get them.
Lenza.
These are special ones. They have incredibly short fuses. Almost as though they're designed to go off instantly.
Immediately, yeah.
Okay, I will keep them in a very careful section of my bag and just very carefully place them in.
Alright, so let me see what you can see, Sean. Hang on, I'm just going to remove that trap.
I'm slowly dragging the sword around.
You don't need to come with us, Vexxi. You can just head back with the other group.
And let me just go to
Like
tokens.
the trap finding brigade is moving. Is going to
All right, so
scatter.
you have another seal here. Oops, so
Mhm.
which Vexxi can remove. So because Vexxi's still got the ability to remove them for an hour.
Do we want to?
But
You
I mean,
want to? Yeah.
otherwise you have to make saving throws to go through it and potentially take
Yeah.
damage.
Just pick it up and put it back down again.
Yeah,
But you're all
well,
But there is,
Do we want to go through it and say, oh, do you think it's still blocking out the entrance to this?
Send Toad with you guys.
put
So
it
that-
in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
so you can see that there is a trap here, Henry, and there's a trap here.
There's a trap ahead. I need
Oh.
minions.
Do we even want to go through?
So
that many
it
traps?
was there, wasn't it?
Yep, there and there.
Cool. So we can move up to here without being
Since
fine.
Vash
Cool.
has removed that.
Cool. Let's search, see what we can find.
All right, let me make some rolls for you. See if you can find it. Yep, you find it. There is a pit trap there. Let me just do the.
Sorry.
I'm just grabbing the thing there,
Yep. Cool.
and let me roll for the other side. Zheng, you are adamant that the magic is being warped by the close proximity to the obelisks. There is no pit trap here.
Hmm.
Are you sure you trust your eyes over my divine eyes?
What does Lenza think?
Les is pretty certain that there isn't actually a trap there.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
You're sure?
No.
You're sure, Henry?
No,
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe we should throw
I'll
another
give it a
goblin at it.
Yeah, possibly. Or the massive sword.
Well,
There's a piece of.
the
I'm
way
sure there's a.
We want
there's
a piece of shrapnel that's a giant blade to go spinning off it.
Let me just push it in.
If in case it's a tripwire, let's back up again because I don't want to be
Yeah.
caught in that explosion.
All right. So what are you throwing onto it?
Fast
Are
can
we
throw a
actually?
corpse probably or something.
Goblin Corpse, a piece of that bone demon.
Nah, goblin corpse.
All right. Goblin corpse goes
Yeah.
down the pit trap.
Hmm.
Looks like you were right, Sean.
yes, that
Great
divine.
I'll be back.
Are you doing anything with this other one that they found?
Can you set it off without throwing something in, or should we need to get another goblin?
I mean, can we just? How do we just? Is there any more subtle way of disarming a pit trap other than just breaking it?
These ones, not so much because it's not like a hinged thing. It's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
it's just a hole.
Yeah, it's like they've laid very loose bits of wood across the top, flimsy wood, and then a bit of cloth and covered it with what appears to be stone, just dirt and rubble.
Can't we
So-
just like push it with a stick until all the sticks fall in?
Yeah, you can try, but it's dangerous because you're doing it from close proximity, and if you stumble, you go in. So that's why I was just asking. Are you going to?
Well, I'm not. I don't have a stick.
Well, I've got a Glendale, so I'll
Alright,
give it a
that's close. That's fair enough. All right, a long stick will do. That's why people normally carry 10-foot poles. All right, let me put down the map layer.
nice.
Why can't we just use another goblin body? Yoink.
Those
Is there any way around these?
So those pits are a little bit closer than you'd probably otherwise like. You can probably get through it though. I'll let you go through with careful time and if you hold on to each other's hands.
Who's holding onto my hand?
I'll hold on to your hand.
Thank you.
I'm gonna drop the sword on this side.
Okay. You
I
move
bet
up
you
a-
just passed. I'll just drag the sword away and I'll. Yeah, just hand the sword to me and you can, not have to worry about it. And while you do the pick, the detrapping thing.
There's Goblin Corpse up there, so we've obviously been this way before.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, trapdoor.
Another one.
Ooh, there's a lot of skulls.
Hmm.
So high I can't see over the top.
They're not skulls, there's rock and debris.
Oh,
It's where the roof seems to have and the walls have collapsed a bit.
Traps in there, Sean?
Sorry?
There were no traps in there.
No, there was no
No.
traps in there.
Doesn't appear to be.
Okay, cool.
So if we searched everywhere then,
Okay, there's a trap
because this.
here.
Sorry? Oh,
Lucky Hypatia didn't walk forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy to.
stay where you are, Hypatia. There's a trap about
What I'll do is,
square in front of you, 10 feet in front of you.
what I'll do is,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. I'll just do this. Eventually, you'll find it.
Yeah, right there.
Lenza and Zheng will be able to disarm it by identifying it and then throwing stuff on top of it.
Alrighty. So does that
Yeah.
mean we're...
That means we're going to the surface and back to camp and resting.
Yep.
Yep.
I
But
remember to put that seal exactly where it was.
might just collect a few more heads.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else down here.
How macabre would it be rocking up to camp with a zombie carrying a bag full of zombie heads?
Very.
It'd be spot on.
It would be rather amusing.
Not for the gate guard who's like saying, none shall pass.
True.
Oh,
No.
What is your business in camp? Well... So we're all heading back to camp? Was that the general consensus?
I think we'll leave.
Yep.
Yep, I'm happy to head
Yep.
there.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's gather up in the main room again, and then walk out in formation because we're not out of it yet. Okay, but we are out of it. Never mind.
It'll just be quick because it's just gone midnight.
Yeah, fair. Cool.
Thank you.
Let's GTFO.
100.
Cool. That will be the end of the session. No one died, but there was some close calls.
Mhm.
No one went down.
Yes.
There's although actually a few people did go down, didn't they? You can all use the MVP voting macro that I put on
The
your
new
tokens.
macro.
Ooh.
You can do what you normally do.
No. You made this to spite me, so.
I didn't. It's just it was to make it easier for everybody. It wasn't to
Oh,
spite anyone.
100.
It works because it does automatically does a whisper.
Yes.
Aha, we can vote for ourselves.
Yeah, but I will ignore it.
Abuse the system.
Ugh, that felt dirty.
No. Effective communication.
Have I got votes from everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Should have 7.
I should have 7. I don't have
Yeah,
any
you
from
haven't.
Sean. Alright, so Sean gets MVP, Vash gets runner-up.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, what did you even suffer for, Al?
Doing my job.
Mhm.
I
I
was
mean,
definitely doing my job.
I bet you got a vote. Alright, so do you want a blessing or do you want XP, Vash?
I had a look at my half-orc page and I'm like, what is the point of leveling up?
Because it's good. Gives you more hit points.
You get more
Yeah.
hit
Hit
points.
points.
You end up getting better THACO and you get better saves.
Yeah.
I'm convinced
all
more
important.
XP. Because whenever I draw a blessing, it's like useless to me.
I mean, that one was pretty good this session.
Yeah.
I thought it would be useless, but it actually worked. Like, wow. Amazing.
Yeah, that was on point. Nice work.
Alright, so
But then we got a big skelly boy on the other side, so I
there
don't
is
know.
your there is your minor blessing, Sean.
What do we got?
Which colour did you get? Was it the purple?
No, it was the pink.
Oh,
But the 1d4 one.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they both 1d4s? They both 1d4.
Alright.
Hold on.
What level are you currently, Vash?
I am level 4.
So I wonder what my hit point, what my XP is going to be after that session.
Well, you've got
Oh,
minus
You
400.
lost 400, but you gained 200.
So I mean minus 400, but then plus 200 plus. So maybe I'll just get an extra major blessing.
It doesn't work that way. Once you've gone past it once, it's been struck from the ledger. So you don't get it. You only get it once for pass and go. But well done. I thought that I gave you guys plenty of in-game warnings about that area, and you're still went in blasé. There were traps, there were wards, there were suits. Yeah, I have. I've DM'd for lots of people. And, you know,
What you said was, there's some good stuff back here. There must be some good stuff back there.
I mean,
Big sword.
hey, maybe it's somewhere going to be somewhere between. Well, this is a nice piece of scrap, or for real, like it'll belong in a museum. But I guess we'll find out.
Did we actually bring the sword out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big
Oh, okay.
sword for session 69. Of course.
Cool.
How do
can
we
we
check
do a
how
rest
much
before we leave?
What was that, sorry?
XP we have?
What was that,
Oh, I
sorry?
was just wondering if we could rest before we leave.
You guys can rest. You can start that next session. What did you ask, sorry, Vexxi?
Oh, well, before that.
Vexxi asked something
Oh,
as well.
how do we check how much XP we have?
I have to work it out. So I'll do
Oh.
that between now and the next session. But your XP was upgraded, was updated as per what it was at the end of last session, so it was current.
It's
That
the
is-
top middle of your character sheet.
Yep.
So did you say we're going to
Oh.
rest before the next
Oh, there it
session?
is.
No, I'm not saying it, but it's getting close to nightfall now. Anyway, in fact, it's probably dusk.
Oh, I leveled up then.
You don't level up automatically.
Oh, okay. Next
And
session we'll
downtime,
rest.
You have to
We
spend,
have to go training.
you have to spend time to do it, to train and to work.
And money.
Half orcs can do it for free.
Oh no.
Yeah, half of
Yeah.
training.
Wait, how much money do you usually spend
A
then?
lot.
Quite a lot.
Oh, so much.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Why do I get it for free?
Because you're an
Because-
orc and you can't train in towns because no one likes you.
Yep. Basically, you're a pariah.
Damn you.
Hmm.
I mean, an orc's primary stat is being able to eat anything, and you've been practicing that pretty hard. So
Yeah, exactly. But
Anyway,
yeah, so normally it costs 5% of the XP required for the level.
So just quickly, what's everyone's hit points?
11.
5.
6.
Okay, Shiro, this is for you. Oh,
Nice.
Stabbed. You got
Since-
stabbed.
that's the one I had left. Since I thought I'd do it before we
Unfortunately,
rest.
my parry did really pay off, but it was worth it. I took a hit for the team.
Yeah, that was awesome. Otherwise, that would have been. I would have probably been
You
dead.
died, that was the main thing.
Yeah, you definitely would have. So many -7s and stuff. My goodness.
yep. Now you know why the goblins put so many traps down and around that area.
Mhm.
To keep the monsters in.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Does goblin taste like chicken?
It tastes
Everything
more.
tastes like chicken to you.
It tastes more like turkey that you've left outside to marinate in rainwater and then rolled around in dirt for a bit. Raw turkey. That's
Seems reasonable.
raw turkey. That's actually a dog. That's diseased.
So, in other words, delicious.
Yes.
Fetch me another.
But well played.
Yeah.
Well played. I thought there was a chance that someone might die, especially there was a lot of traps there. You did reasonably well after a very shaky start.
That
That is
image
how
of the
we
guy
roll.
splitting the keg and then pouring it over his face, that's how I imagine Vash with a goblin. Just cracking it open and just entrails spilling over her.
Cool. All right, I'm going to stop the
Terrific.
recording. Well done. Thank you. Good session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.